It's April Fools. Ha ha. We weren't supposed to do an episode this week. Guess what? We got hit with one.
Gotcha.
But it's April Fools, so we got to flip the script. It's like an opposite day. So we're not talking about PlayStation. We're talking about video games. This is still a video game podcast about video games. But this is a little blast from the past. Chris, what's your Xbox gamer score?
My Xbox gamer score, as of now, as of 3:30. No, wait. Today's 4/1/22.
Yeah.
35,730.
When's the last time you played an Xbox game?
I guess technically, like last week, because I played a little bit of Dragon Quest, but I was playing on my computer, and my computer's technically an Xbox now since that synergy, baby.
I have not earned. We finally looked up when my account was hacked. The very last achievement I got was on May 22nd, 2011. So it has been almost 12 years, and I cannot fucking believe that I can tell you I have more achievements than you.
Oh.
Welcome, friends, to a very special episode of what is normally I Have More Trophies Than You, but this is the April Fool's episode. And we're doing I Have More Achievements. Well, I might not have more achievements. I have more gamer score than you.
Yeah, you got a bigger gamer score.
How many total achievements do you have? I have 2,661 achievements.
Where would I see that? Because
are you looking at the same site I am, the True Achievement site?
No, I'm just on my Xbox profile.
Oh, I don't know if there's a way.
What's
on here? It shows I'm on True Achievements.
Oh, True
the opposite side of the opposite side of True Trophies. But they just show you straight up how many different achievements you have. I thought this would be fun. Famously, I've talked about how back in 2011, my gamer tag got stolen by some fucker in Russia, and I lost my account and I lost everything with it. And I haven't thought about it in it's close to 11 years. It'll be 11 years this May. And so I thought we'd go through and see what I always talk about, the shitty games of the original 360 era that I can't get trophies on because a lot of these were on games that didn't have trophies at the time. So I thought it'd be fun to go through and see what I did get the trophies on, or I'm sorry, achievements on before I fucking bid it.
Before you jump ship to the inferior console.
The superior console, go fuck yourself. And to be fair, also, I started getting trophies that year because of my first platinum was Saints Row the Third. And I think I got that in 2012, but 2011 is when I started using my PlayStation instead of my Xbox, because fuck Xbox. The one that I already had that I won at PAX.
Right.
So
wait, you won your Xbox at PAX?
I thought I told you that.
No, I never knew that.
2008, the very first PAX I went to, the people who made the Penny Arcade video game did a panel, and at the end of it, they did like and we're going to give away a free PlayStation 3. Look under your chairs, and whoever's got the thing taped to the bottom wins this PlayStation. Except they had taped it to a random chair, and the person sitting in it worked for the company.
Oh.
So they were just like, fuck. Tell you what, first person who can answer a question about that game, raise your hand. And the question was, what happens if you roll, like in your home base, if you click on it, you can roll a D20. And I knew it, and I raised my hand. I was like, it's something. I don't remember what it was, but I answered it, and they're like, all right, you win a PlayStation. It's a fat PS3. Even though it's now broken, I still have it, and it's got a sketch from the Penny Arcade dudes on it.
Oh, that's fucking cool.
The fucking hard drive. All I would need is a new hard drive, and it would definitely work. I just never got around to doing it. I got a PS3 Slim, and I was like, well, fuck it. Who cares? You know what game killed my PS3?
Huh.
Final Fantasy 14.
Really?
Yep. I don't know. It was just too much for it. During an update, it just fucking fried it. So I've still got it. It does not work, but it's a cool thing like on my mantle. I've got that, and then right over it, I've got the DSi that I won from Super Scribblenauts with art from the Super Scribblenauts people.
How do you win all the... Okay.
I win a lot of shit.
I was going to say, like, how do you always win all this shit? Because it seems like extremely lucky, but then, like, I've won a lot of shit. I won, like, a PS2 from, like, a local thing, like, a few years ago. It's weird.
I always win shit when I go to PAX. There was a running joke there for years of this, like, what's Ryan going to win this year? One year I won a bunch of video games. One year I won a bunch of, like, Corsair mouse and keyboard shit. Like, I just seem to. I think it's a thing of I'm a little lucky. Things just kind of fall in my lap, but also I make it an interest of enter every contest, so there's a bigger chance that I'll win something. I've won 4 different Nintendo DSs from PAX. That same year that I won the PS3, I also got on stage to play Family Feud, and I won a DSi or a DS Lite. And then a couple of years later, I won this. Like, I've won a lot of shit.
Damn.
It's great to be me. It's good to be the king. But here's what we're going to do. I'm going to go through. I apparently played 147 games on the 360. A mere tenth of what I've played on the PS3, 4, Vita 5 system, because that's 1,221 games at this point.
I've played more games on the Xbox than you. I've played 200.
Ooh.
Oh, I did find out.
You've also been playing an extra 10 years over me.
Yeah, that's fair. I do have 2,039 achievements.
So wait, I have 2,661, so I still have more.
Oh, that's so close.
Oh shit, did I just end the episode? No, because I said I still have, so we're good.
We're good. We're safe.
No, this is April Fool's episode. Rules don't apply.
Yeah, that's fair. Although it would be even funnier if like this ended up being just like a 5-minute on a technicality.
You know what would actually be a good idea? What would be fun here is, we're going to go through and we're just going to quickly talk about what I have and haven't played, how many achievements I got into it, and then like talk about maybe if a game shouts out as like, yo, this game was cool. But also this would be fun to see if there are any of these games that are like old games that do have trophies that would be fun to go back and try and like
on PlayStation,
on here, stuff like that. Yeah. So we should see if any of these games have trophies and go from that. But so I'm using the site True Achievements because that's the only one that still has my gamer tag. It's going from if you get a trophy in a game, or I'm sorry, achievement. If I get an achievement in a game, even if it wasn't your first one, it'll bump it up the list. So this is in the order of last achievement gotten, with the exception of 4 games that are out of order. So we'll talk about those 4 really quick. But then from there, it'll be from the September 10th, 2007 till May 22nd, 2011, and the games are in the order of the last time I got an achievement in them.
Sick.
So, really quickly, I'm going to say names. If a game sounds interesting to you and you want to know more about it, shout me out. Or if you have an interesting story or something. So, these 4 games that are for some reason broken out of order, none of them... I will say right now, this was definitely an era where I was going for, because the whole thing with achievements was just about the number. So
yeah,
I don't have as many you have to complete a game to get the platinum, right? Out of these 147 games, I've only completed 24 of them.
Damn. See, I remember when did the 360 come out? Like
2006?
So I was in high school. I remember my gamer score mattered to me so much. I cared about that shit.
Sorry. The release date of the Xbox was November 22nd, 2005.
Okay.
I would have been in my 2003, just starting my 3rd year of college.
Damn. See, I feel like if I tried to get achievements in college, I would have done even worse at college.
Yeah, fair enough.
Because at that time, I was just a dumbass high school kid playing video games. But once we got out of high school, me and my friends were doing a live stream on Ustream. Back in the day, shout out to Ustream. And then we switched over to Justin TV when that shit happened. But we would just get really drunk and play. We would go and rent a game. We would just walk into the rental store and the first thing we pointed at, that's what we grabbed and just rented. So I played a lot of shitty games that way. Apparently I played Tony Hawk's Project 8. What the fuck?
Oh, okay.
When did I ever play that?
I don't know.
Apparently a long ass fucking time ago. But yeah, what kind of games do you get? Do you have the full 1000 and Hexix? What is this game called?
That only had 250, and that's the game that came on the 360. It was Hexix was a hex-based puzzle game where you were rotating jewels in threes to try and make groups of three, and then you would eliminate them and they would fall. And there were some pretty hard achievements in that, but I played that because it came free on the thing. I was going to say the first 4 games I've got here that are out of order for some reason are Rock Band, which one. I only have 3. I only have 3 trophies or achievements in that, which is just 5-starring a song on easy, medium, hard, or expert, unlocking a level, and scoring 100% rating as a vocalist on expert. So apparently I could sing pretty well.
Hey.
But I think I bought that to play with some friends, and then we ended up playing somebody else's copy.
Oh, okay.
We just never came over to my house. Soul Calibur 4, which I don't remember which one is Soul Calibur 4.
That's the one with Yoda.
Yeah, is that the Yoda one?
Yeah, Yoda and Darth Vader. The
trophy for fighting against Yoda. I thought Darth Vader was the PlayStation.
Yeah.
Clear story mode on hard. Clear story mode with Yoda.
Oh yeah, I have that game. I got the collector's edition
Souls,
for that.
Whatever that is.
What?
I have the Yoda achievement. That's all that matters. I wonder if PlayStation or is Soul Calibur 4.
I've got 400 I have 280 points in Soul Calibur 4.
How many?
280.
I have 210.
Hey,
you did it.
I did it. I finally did it.
Doesn't look like Soul Calibur 4 has trophies. I can't get a trophy for being Darth Vader. That's too bad. John Woo's Stranglehold, which if that did have trophies, I would definitely go for. Did you ever play that?
No, I didn't.
John Woo made a video game sequel to Hard Boiled, starring Chow Yun-Fat.
What?
With bullet time, and that game ruled.
It sounds fucking great. Like it sounds like it's probably not like the greatest thing in the world, but like it sounds fucking great.
I never beat the game.
Is it on PlayStation?
It is, but it doesn't have trophies.
Oh, okay. It's one of the like old ones.
Trophies didn't get introduced until I think like 2009 or 2010. So anything before that, some games got updated, but not every game did.
It's kind of surprising that they chose. Well, I mean, I guess it'd be kind of a pain in the ass. The only games that got like updated with trophies were like big games, like Uncharted, Ratchet and Clank, and then Metal Gear Solid 4. But most other games did not. I wonder if
the first game with the trophies was Super Stardust. So like everything from that on has trophies.
That was that sounds like the PS4. Well, because I know that they had trophies before then, right?
What?
Before the PS4? Because
we're talking about the PS3.
Yeah, but like wasn't Super Stardust like a launch thing for PS4?
No.
What am I thinking of?
You're thinking of Resogun.
I am thinking of Resogun. That game,
which I have most of the trophies in Resogun, but not all of them. That'd be fun to go back and try and maybe platinum. Yeah, Super Stardust HD is the very first game with trophies. Gotcha. That's trophy game number 1. Okay. I've never even played it.
Oh, okay.
And then the other game that's out of order here is, do you know about Too Human? The game that ruined the Silicon Knights?
Yes. I've like, that was a game I always saw in the like movie rental place, and like never, it never looked good to me. So I never touched it.
I got that to play with my dead friend Dave, who, going through here when I was looking at my thing, I found his old gamer account so I could see his stuff. So that makes me a little.
Wait a minute.
Makes me miss my friend a little bit.
You said Stranglehold, right?
Yeah.
I have played that game.
That's a good game.
I've got 28. No, I've got 25 points in that game. I've played that game. What the fuck? I have no fucking recollection of this game. This must have been 2007, September 17th.
It's a third-person shooter with bullet time that has a bunch of doves in it, is the best way to put it. And it's got Chow Yun-Fat playing his character from Hard Boiled. So if you're a Hard Boiled fan, I'm like, I would, this is my like deal with Stranglehold. If I was out and about and I saw a PS3 copy of Stranglehold for cheap, I would pick it up just to buy it and have it and play it for fun. But I'm not like desperate. Like I wouldn't go to eBay and look for a copy. If I lucked into a copy of Stranglehold, I would buy a copy of Stranglehold. It's a fun game. Next game on the list, Guitar Hero 2, which I have even more trophies or achievements in. I do have the trophy for beating Trogdor, the song Trogdor. Because remember Trogdor was in Guitar Hero and everyone thought that was so cool?
That I remember that being like...
Oh, it's Trogdor and Thunder Horse, which is the song from Metalocalypse.
Yeah. Yeah. Like that was the thing is I had the game on the PS2. I think? Yeah, the PS2.
I had it on 360.
So it was
I
like
had Guitar Hero 1 on PS2, and then when Guitar Hero 2 came out, it was like, oh, I got to get on 360. I got to get trophy or achievements.
See, like we all had like all my friends, we were like really deep in the PS2, like on rhythm games because it still looked good. Or well, I mean, and it looked well enough on like a 480 screen, and like it's better to play like music games and stuff. I'm sure it's fine nowadays, but like it was better then because you had less like input lag on everything, like less screen delay or whatever it is.
I want to say the best achievement that I got in Guitar Hero 2 was earning 5 songs on all songs on the Easy Tour, because I was only ever good at easy and medium. As soon as you included that 5th button, my hand was just like, I don't know what's going on. I've never been good at guitar.
It's what really made me like better at that game was learning that like you should strum up and down instead of just down.
Yeah.
It's not a button pressing game. It is like kind of mimicking the hand motion, but like, you know.
Here's an interesting game.
Yeah.
We got do you remember Crackdown?
Dude, you
want to talk about a game? Hey,
I love that game. Have a weird
listeners
story
at home. Listeners at home, remember in a week from now when I'm talking about something else, remember Crackdown, because there's going to be a game that I talk about soon that reminds me a lot of Crackdown. What's your weird Crackdown story?
Well, it's not like, okay, I need to preface this with like the guy I'm talking about, I would not consider this person a friend. He was just like that weird kid at school. Like he was that kid. I mean, granted, I was one of these kids too, where like if I didn't want to go to school, I would just tell my mom, be like, I'm not going to school today. Like, cool.
That's weird. My parents would be like, fuck off, go to school. Well, they wouldn't say fuck off, but
my mom was cool and understands depression. So like, but like this kid was
parents are cool, but they like that. They wanted me to get good grades. So
see, this kid was like just a rich kid and just didn't. He is weird, but he would not play that game, and like me and all my friends, we were hype on it because that game was fucking fun as shit. It wasn't like a long game either.
Those fucking orbs were bullshit.
Just like running around the city, just grabbing like 100,000 orbs.
It was 500 agility orbs and 300 hidden orbs.
He wouldn't play the game because you had to play as a person of color. And that we were like, that's not exact, but
that sucks.
Yep. And so we all made fun of him because he's a piece of shit. So
I like Crackdown. It was a cool idea. Some of these achievements were horse shit. Just like getting to 4-star everything. I remember there being something really annoying to have to do with a car. That was just like
because the cars were like
you have to get like a 6-second jump in a vehicle, and apparently that was really fucking hard. I remember this is when Achievement Hunter got big, when they were actually about hunting achievements. And
wait, they don't do achievements anymore?
I don't know. No shade to them. I just remember that they were a great source for like actually doing achievement videos back when achievements were getting big.
Right.
I don't think they do that anymore.
Oh, that's
I'm not sure because they don't do trophies, so it doesn't matter. Because my number one go-to, shouts out Power Picks. That is a team of a couple people. Power PYX. They do like all the hot new games. Like they were the first people on the track of how to get all the endings for Elden Ring and everything. So, shouts out to them. Yeah. Last thing I got in Crackdown was killing 15 gang members using the observatory globe. That I got right after I beat the game, because that was my second to last trophy, was beating the game. Achievement. Shit. I'm gonna say trophy, just deal with it. I played a little bit of Viva Pinata. I only got
that game ruled.
I only got like 2 trophies in it.
That's a good game.
I named a pinata and I made a custom label, and then I never played it again. There's a lot of games on here, like, because like once again, I was just going for numbers. So the next couple games are all like three achievements, 1 achievement, 3 achievement, 2 achievement, 5 achievement, 10 achievements, 18 achievements. So it's like this was the time where it's like achievements are cool, but I didn't really give a shit yet.
Right.
It wasn't until later that we're gonna get into I gotta play games for achievements and like get into it. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
we're going to very quickly see here. Right now on the timeline, we're in September of 2007. By November, the bug will hit me. So the next game was Transformers, the game, based on the fucking movie.
I played that.
I looks like I played that game for about half an hour. I got 3 achievements and moved on.
I got 220 points in that.
Def Jam Icon.
What the fuck? Like, we're playing the same games in the same fucking order because that is the next game that I played.
Are you sure you're not looking at my list?
No, I'm looking at it. It says Kawaii Blaze.
Okay. I only got 1 achievement, play my own saved playlist in my soundtrack. I remember playing that game and thinking it was cool, and then
it's a good game.
All of the achievements are playing the game but all the achievements are playing the game on hard, and I tried playing it on hard, and I was like, oh, this game's really hard.
Yeah. If you say that Call of Juarez is the next game you played, I'm gonna shit my pants.
Call of Juarez will come up later. The next game was Saints Row, the first Saints Row.
Oh, okay. I played the shit out of that one. I mean, we talked about that in the Saints Row episode, but I really love that game.
Let's see. I only played it for a couple hours because I joined the third Street Saints, retake Saints Row, kill 50 people with melee attacks only, and that's all I did. And then I never played it again. Apparently, I did not like Saints Row that much. Next game after that, Marvel Ultimate Alliance.
Good fucking game.
I only have 2 trophies in that. I defeated 10 enemies and used 5 finishing moves and said, this game's not for me, apparently. Next game, Superman Returns.
Yeah, I remember
that game not being that great. I got to according to this, there are 16 levels. I got to level 7.
You know what? We should buy you an Xbox and make you go back and finish that game.
No. I couldn't because I would have to start over from the beginning because this account is locked in time.
Right.
That's the thing. I'll never be able to earn because this account has been stolen by some dude in Russia. Probably. I maybe take that joke out.
Nope, we're leaving it at that.
Maybe take that joke out.
Shit.
Next game, Rayman Raving Rabbids. So I remember this game. This was a game that I started playing solely for achievements, and because I think I got it cheap. And so halfway through playing it, I stopped playing it because people found out there was a achievement for. In score mode, get 183,000 points in total, which means get a perfect score in every game. One of the games had less than that, so there weren't 183,000 points. Like, you cannot get all of the achievements because you're supposed to get 183,000 total points. There's not 183,000 total points in the game. So it's impossible to ever get, which also means you can't unlock all challenges in score mode because you didn't get them all. And so when somebody was like, Ubisoft, are you going to fix this? Ubisoft went, nah.
Oh, fuck.
And so that was the very first. This is my very first time dealing with glitched achievements.
That sucks. That would like, if I were you, because I know that like you, when you play games on PlayStation, it's like when you start it, it's gotta finish, right? Or for most of the case, and it's like, man, that would drive me nuts because especially like when I
this game has 3 unattainable achievements. There's another one I must have forgot. Unlock all 3 artworks in score mode, which you need all of the points to do. So that was, as soon as I knew that, it was like, I guess I could keep playing this for points, or I could just play something else, and I just ditched it.
I do think it's kind of funny though, because it's like, at the same time, it's just like all the people that are like, yes, the one game on my list that they wouldn't fix. Like, I just kind of love the idea
some
that it's just there. Oh yeah, I know. It's just what a game to stick out like a sore thumb.
So the next game on the list, once again, I could not go back. I remember liking this game, but it's not. There's no trophies on PS3, but there are for the sequel. Did you ever play The Darkness?
Yeah. It was like,
I thought the Darkness was cool.
Yeah. They made like a second one, right? But then like they've never revisited it.
Did you even listen to the words that I just said when I said you can't play this game on PS3, but you can play the sequel?
Oh no! See, I missed that part. I'm still lagging, guys. If anyone didn't know, I've had vertigo for the last week. So like,
Chris
I'm a slow process. Yeah.
They send them thoughts and prayers,
please.
Apparently The Darkness 2 needs 3 playthroughs, but you can do it in 15 hours. Beat the game on any difficulty of your choice. Beat it New Game Plus on the Dawn difficulty, and then beat some maps called Vendettas, then beat 6 hitless missions using the remaining multiplayer characters. Oh wait, is this multiplayer shit? Does that mean that it's not attainable anymore?
Yeah, that might not be.
Unplatinable game. Wait, hold on. This game might be unplatinable. If that's the case, then fuck Darkness can fuck itself right off.
But not like the band, because they had one banger song.
I believe in a thing called love.
Oh yeah. Is there an achievement with that? They have to, right? Like that's
what called I believe in a thing called love?
Yeah. Oh my god, yeah, I got the darkness right here. I have 55 points.
Oh, maybe you can. Hold on. Oh no, you can't play it. It's just somebody's being stupid. I'll check to see if there's a trophy called I believe in a thing called love.
I'm looking at a bunch of secret achievements. Come on. Legendary Summoner. Man, I kind of want to like play a bunch of these old fucking Xbox games again.
You can, just not on my podcast. Go start your own fucking podcast with some Xbox loser. Okay, so next, the very first game I ever got all 1,000 points in.
TMNT.
If you can, it's not, but guess what it is?
Is it the Avatar game?
Avatar, The Last Airbender, The Burning Earth. I signed up for the Blockbuster Game Pass where you could rent as many games in a month as you wanted for this. And I got that in like a minute. The next game is my first 200 out of 200 because arcade downloadable games used to only have 200 points. And that was a game called Cloning Clyde. Which was one? It was one of those summer of Do you remember the summer of arcade?
I do. I don't remember what's the big banger.
Yeah, I don't remember what this game is. It was some sort of platformer.
See,
you turned into a frog and an ape, and I completed all the challenge levels and levels 1 through 24 and 10 challenge levels under par time. So I won the game. I don't remember what this is, but I did it. It looks like it took me. I started March 20th. I got all the achievements by the next day, March 21st, except for one, which is playing versus mode, because that probably took 2 controllers, and I couldn't afford 2 controllers at the time. So I wasn't able to get the final trophy in that until November 30th, 2007, when I probably got another controller with a gift card or something. So,
see, I think I'm running into that same problem that you were saying, like, because I know I did that Avatar game, but it is not showing up here.
So the next game on my list, TMNT.
Hey, there we go. That movie
that
had
one
Kevin
took me
Smith
2 days. That movie was not good, and this game was also not good. Yeah, this was just play the game. I don't remember much about TMNT. Next game, the Simpsons game. I remember enjoying the Simpsons game, but it got very hard, and I gave up on it.
Was that like not the arcade game? Like,
no, this was the game that came out at the time of the movie. And the idea of the idea of the game wasn't based on the movie, though. The idea of the game was that they were trapped in a game, and so every video game every level was a different type of video game. It was just a lot of collectibles, like I think close to 1,000 collectibles, and a lot of time challenges. And I think I eventually just gave up because it wasn't having time. This one was famous for it was the first one with this achievement where you got an achievement for pressing start to start the game. Called press start to play.
There's too many games that do that like nowadays, though. It's like it's not even like cute. It's just like, guys, come on.
Well, once again, this was 2007.
Right.
The next game that took me 2 days, Spider-Man Friend or Foe.
Friend or Foe? Oh, okay. That's the that has Venom in it? Is that the one?
I don't remember. I just remember it was just an arcadey Spider-Man game where you just had to beat the game and use everything. This game has been overshadowed by the phrase Spider-Man Friend or Foe, though, because you've seen the YouTube video Spider-Man Friend or Foe, yes?
I feel like I have, but I don't know.
Hold on. This is not really going to work for... did they delete it? Wait, did you find
one? I've seen this video.
Link, okay.
Is it like the dude in the mirror?
So Spider-Man Friend or Foe is a video of a man with no shirt wearing a Spider-Man mask, and then you just see him wiggle and you hear his dick going back. So when you say Spider-Man Friend or Foe now, that's all I can think about. Anyway, I got all the achievements in that game. That game sucked. Next was Gun. Do you remember Gun?
I've played Gun. That was in that time where like there were a bunch of Western games coming out.
These were fun. I played through most of this game, but the reason that this game lost my interest was because it was this was one of the first games with multiple achievements for difficulties.
Mm-hmm.
They did not stack, which means you had to beat the game on easy, then beat the game on normal, then beat the game on hard, and beat the game on insane.
I mean, I guess that's halfway cool for replayability, but that's it.
Halfway through that game, I just went, this game's fine, but it's not that fun. You know what? I'm done. And I just turned it off.
I feel that.
Next was SmackDown versus Raw 2008. I got 21 out of 26 achievements in this. What didn't I get? Oh, it was all online shit.
That makes sense. I couldn't imagine playing a wrestling game online.
There's 5 achievements I didn't get. 4 of them were online, and one of them was wiggle free from every ultimate control grapple at least once. I don't even remember what that means. But it was, in ranked online matches, defend a created championship title 5 times against 5 different players within 24 hours, which is a cool idea.
Mm-hmm.
Win a created championship 10 times in ranked online matches, win 30 consecutive ranked online matches, and lose 5 consecutive. I just didn't want to play online, so fuck that.
What's that belt that can be
the original one or the one they have now?
The one that's like no matter where you are, anytime it can be taken.
They call it the 24/7 championship now, and it sucks. It's a dumb belt. What it originally was the WWF Hardcore Championship. The idea was that it was contested under 24/7 rules, and there were at any time anyone who could pin the champion for the belt.
Yeah.
So, and there were no rules. They would have matches, and they were all hardcore matches where there were chairs and shit, but anyone could pin anyone at any time. And so at first it was a really cool way of like, whoa, shit's going down all the time. And then it became a little funny. And then it still had its hardcore roots, but then when they did this new one, the 24/7 championship, it was literally just, Santa Claus won it once. Somebody pinned another guy while he was trying to have sex with his wife on their honeymoon.
Didn't a book win because somebody
no, that's a different. That's a different belt.
That's a different belt.
That's the Dynamic Dream Team. They're a Japanese company. That's the DDT Iron Man Heavy Metalweight Championship, who I believe the current champion is an apple. Anybody can win. That one is a belt for wrestlers to have fun behind the scenes type of shit.
Mm-hmm.
People who've won that belt include Ladder is a 3-time champion. The belt has won itself. An audience won the belt once and then lost it. Was the belt of another company won that belt, and then it won that belt, and then they somehow got crossed. It's a very cool. Somebody won it in a dream once. It's a weird belt. Next, I have one trophy in Tom Clancy's Rainbow Six Vegas. It's using the Xbox Live Vision to create a character with my appearance. I got that. My dead friend Dave, loaned that to me so I could try it out. I played it for about 30 minutes and went, no, fuck this, and gave it back to him.
That game is so fucking good. That was the come home and play game for a year.
I wasn't a fan. I was not a fan.
That was in my friend group. That was the game we played for a good year. Goddamn, that game is great.
How about Dead or Alive 4? I got 2 achievements in that. One's for playing the story mode, and one's for playing the story mode with various characters.
Yo, that game fucking. I love the Dead or Alive games. Minus
Dead or Alive is
5.
Fun. Who's your favorite dude?
The one I could care less about.
Dead or Alive 4 is the only one I played, and I loved playing Brad Wong because he was the drunken fighter.
Yeah.
Man. What was the girl that used the snake technique, who was the robber lady? She was the diamond thief.
Oh, I know who you're talking about. Man, I cannot recall any character's fucking name.
She had other than Kasumi. I liked her because she reminded me of playing Shang Tsung in Mortal Kombat 5 Deadly Alliance, because he had the snake technique where it would just be a lot of quick jabs. Sort of like Kage in Virtua Fighter 1, and I would just do quick jabs against my friend Brad and always beat him. And I can't block these. So cheap.
The cheap way to win.
Yep. How about 5 achievements in Bomberman Live?
Yeah, I remember playing the hell out of that. I wish there was I think that's what I'm most nostalgic for.
All of these trophies or achievements that I have, are for playing against the computer, and none of them are for playing on Xbox Live.
I think that's something I'm really nostalgic for, especially right now. I feel like it's something that's missing in the gaming world is that era of Xbox Live where it was Bomberman and Uno and all these weird small games that anyone could play and anyone could pick up because they were $5 games, and so everyone had them, and you could just play them for 10-20 minutes. That was the thing
of online play being new, and it's just let's try anything. Now it's now I feel
everyone can do whatever.
Online games have been ruined by things like Apex and Fortnite. It's if it's not a battle royale shooter, who gives a shit? Next game is one that I've talked about on our podcast before that I would buy a copy on PS3 just to have, but you can't get trophies in it, and that's Viking Battle for Asgard. Is Viking Battle for Asgard is a open world third person Viking melee game where you're fighting Hela, or just Hell, and she's like sending skeletons to kill everybody. And you're fighting for Freya, and you fight a big skeleton devil lady at the end, and it's a very good game.
That sounds hella cool.
Published by Sega.
Hey, all right.
Developed by Creative Assembly, who have also made Shogun Total War and Alien Isolation. I love
the Total War games.
Yeah.
They're a favorite of mine.
So that game rules. If you have a 360, go pick up a copy of Viking Battle for Asgard. If you got a PS3, pick it up too. You just won't be able to get trophies. Next game is a dog shit game that I will forever hate the people who made this game for lying to me. And that's Lost Via Domus. They promised that game would tie into the television show, and it never fucking did. Well, it did give us, hey, I'm over here in the banyan trees. So for that, great. But that game, do you care about Lost?
Nope. Okay. And never have.
The game, it contends that you're one of the people that lands on the plane in the first season, because it takes place in the first season, and you're like a photojournalist, and you're doing photojournalist stuff to like see what's going on and then see what everybody's doing on the island between the show. And then at the end of it, it's like a dream, and you wake back up before the crash. And then that character never got introduced on the show, and they never talked about it again. So fuck them.
That show, I remember, like, when it was coming, like, again, I've said this many a times, like, I'm someone who doesn't care about TV shows and stuff, like, and movies are hard for me to catch on to. My friends would never shut up about that fucking show, and whenever it finally finished, everyone was just like, yeah, I didn't care for the ending, and I was just like, I'm so glad you guys wasted your time on that stupid fucking show.
It was a good show. The ending I wasn't the biggest fan of, but I still really like that show. I like video games based on television shows. I do have I got the Narcos plat. I've got
like
Stranger
Grey's Anatomy,
Things, but I need I've got the Narcos plat. I own Peaky Blinders and Stranger Things, so I got to platinum those. There's a PS3 version.
Blinders game?
Yeah, there's a PS3 game based on the TV show Prison Break that I've always wanted to get the platinum of. I've never even seen Prison Break. I just think it's hilarious that it exists.
I love that.
I need to buy a copy of
Prison Break. Let's just do an episode on that in the future.
We might, honestly. Next, College Hoops 2K6, because there was only 5 trophies the entire game. I got 4 of them. You get 20 steals with any team, 45 total rebounds, 15 3-pointers, score 40 points with any one player. The only thing I never got was getting 6 blocks in a game with one player. I don't know why I never did, and then I never went back to it.
See, that just reminded me of that was the grind back in the day. I remember looking at list and being like, hey, look, this game has like 4 achievements, but they're all worth like 200 points. So like just go get these couple and you don't have to finish it.
That's why achievements are bullshit next to trophies, because if that game came out on PlayStation, there is a minimum amount of trophies because you need to be able to hit 1,000 points, but the trophies, so I've talked about this before,
like weighted.
So trophies are weighted like this. A bronze trophy is worth 15 points, a silver trophy is worth 30 points, a gold trophy is worth 60 points, and a platinum trophy used to be worth 90 points. Now it's worth 180 points.
Damn.
All of those points together on a game that does not have a platinum have to equal anywhere from 200 to 300, usually minimum of 300. And then a game with a platinum usually is about 1,100. You can go a little bit higher because you're allowed, like they're not as strict as the 1,000. So the thing is, like, if that game came out on PlayStation, it would have been a game without a platinum, because they're only put those in the game, and since they couldn't put enough golds to equal the big one, they would have just made them all gold and said, okay, it's a non-platinum game. So that game is worth more, especially nowadays. I was talking, there's games with only 200 points because they were downloadable games. Well, they recently, a couple of years ago, made it so every game has 1,000 gamer score, no matter how small it is, because they don't have rules about that anymore. But PlayStation still has non-platinum games. So it's much harder to be a trophy hunter than it is an achievement hunter. And really, when you think about it, achievement hunters are kind of just little crybabies who can't play real
We're taking
big boy
shots
games,
out here, aren't we?
big fun games like me. That's all I'm saying, is that I'm the best. And y'all can suck my dick. All right.
Got him.
Hey, how about another licensed game? What if I told you that I got all 1,000 points gamer score in Jumper Griffin's Story, the video game based on the movie Jumper with Hayden Christensen?
What the fuck?
That game sucked.
What a wild era.
So the game is that when it's a beat 'em up.
Mm-hmm.
All 4 buttons on the the ABXY buttons, all they do is jump you to the next enemy, and it's you want to jump them from the right, left, up, or down, because the whole game is jumping them from behind. So because if you jump from the front, they hit you. Here's the thing: there's a trophy in that game for playing the entire game without ever getting hit once. Mm-hmm. The game's only about an hour long. I remember the first time I did it, I got hit on the final level, and I had to start the entire fucking game over again.
So you just like throw your controller across the room and say, fuck this.
Yep.
Fuck.
Oh, no, it was play through the whole game without dying. It wasn't without getting hit.
Oh, okay.
Okay, I died on the final boss.
Still,
there's also one for playing the entire game. Yeah, playing through the game in record time, which I think was an hour.
That's definitely for me I'm done with this. I'm putting it down.
You have to beat the entire game in under an hour 45.
Damn. No. Just go watch the movie.
So okay, it was longer than an hour. Yeah. Play the entire game without dying once.
What's the movie, like 2 hours long?
Oh, okay, wait a second. Maybe I'm wrong. You could save at the end of every stage. So I must have just had to do the final level over. I just remember being pissed either way.
Yeah, I feel it.
That game was dog shit. And I'm glad that it's not on PS3 because I don't ever want to play it again. I got three achievements in Texas Hold'em.
Okay.
Which was online. It was basically just an online play with Texas Hold'em with people online. I won an all-in bet. I won 10 hands, and I won with a high card hand of 9 or less. I bluffed someone into getting 9 or less.
Yeah, we should have a poker night sometime.
Kick your ass. I got 1 trophy in Totem Ball. If you can tell me what Totem Ball is, that means I don't know what Totem Ball is, but I did complete the training level.
Totem Ball is a game where you play as an ancient.
Are you making this up?
Yes, I am.
Okay.
Ancient Totem Ball.
I'm moving on. Hey, I got all of the trophies in Pocket Bike Racer. That was one of the
BK games.
That was the Burger King game.
Yeah.
That was the Burger King game. That was you rode the little pocket bikes. I remember there being one really. What is it? Oh yeah, I did complete all the tournaments. I had to complete 25 Xbox Live matches. That's the one that took forever.
Ugh.
Achieve a lifetime of less than 1:30 on all tracks and time trial. That one, these games were not easy.
No, yeah, I remember them. I remember watching Gerard play one, and it just looked like absolute dog shit and madness because it's so.
I want to note that the next thing is Bully, which I did already get the platinum in.
Good game,
but on the PS3 they took this trophy out. On the 360 there is the trophy that made Jack Thompson mad for kissing 20 boys. And I would like to proudly say I have that achievement.
Oh hell yeah!
So I only completed chapter 2 of 4, so I never beat the game. But I did on PS4, so it's all made up. Call of Duty 4 Modern Warfare. Here's all that matters. I beat that game on. Oh no! I think it was Modern Warfare 2 that I beat on Veteran. I beat a couple levels on Veteran. I got the achievement for doing like the training level in under 20 seconds, and I made it to like the 3rd or 4th level on Veteran and then stopped playing it.
I wonder if I've beaten it on Veteran. I definitely have a couple of the achievements, but I guess I only did a couple of them.
Hey, what about Dark Sector? Do you remember Dark Sector? That's the game that was big because the guy had a glaive. It was all about, I've got a glaive. You know what a glaive is? It's like a star.
Yeah.
Yeah, you have a glaive that you can throw back and forth. I beat level 3 and then decided that game didn't want to merit playing anymore.
Didn't hold your attention much further.
What's this? Oh, hey, yeah, God of War. Okay, so I did God of War with my dead friend Dave. We played that just to play, not God of War, Gears of War.
Oh, okay. I was going to say,
apologies. We beat that game on hardcore. And then we beat the first level on Insane, and then I was just like, I'm fucking over this.
I actually have a funny story about Gears of War.
I'd love to hear it.
So that was back in my high school days. And
high because you were high?
Yeah, and I was in high school.
Got it.
And I didn't really care for that game. I was more of a Call of Duty fan, or for me, always go back to Halo 2. Halo 2 is the peak of multiplayer online. And I remember one night them being like, dude, just play with us. It's a long weekend. We'll go out and we'll get it for you. And you don't have to pay anything. And I was like, throw in some weekend, we'll do it. And so I started playing online, and we had a full lobby of just friends playing with each other against each other or whatever. And the only way I would kill people was just running up and chainsawing them.
Of course.
And they got so pissy with me. We probably played for an hour, 2 hours, and they were like, we don't want to play with you anymore because that's all you do. And I'm like, I'm still top of the leaderboard. Get fucking good. And so like they just stopped playing with me because I was too good at the game.
Gears of War is bullshit because of this trophy called seriously to kill 10,000 people in versus ranked online matches.
Yeah, fuck
and
that.
then with Gears of War 2, they made another one called Seriously 2.0 where they made it 100,000, but they included enemies in horde mode. Still,
okay.
Fuck this game.
That's too
I hate
grindy.
it. Next one is Overlord, which I think Overlord is on PS. Overlord 2 is on PS3. Do you ever play Overlord? Is the evil version of Pikmin?
Yeah, I was gonna say it's like a RTS, right? Or
no, it's like it's
kind of art. Well, it's an RTS game.
It's fucking Pikmin, but you're a bad guy.
Yeah.
I remember having fun with Overlord.
I've heard that like people love that series.
The Pikmin process is good. It's just I don't give a shit. Like I played Pikmin 1 on GameCube. I have it, and I was just like, this is cool, but it was a little too hands-offy for me.
Okay, yeah, I get that.
Also, it's just like, look, it's so wacky. You're picking up bottle caps. Who cares? The next one, now this is weird. It's completely out of order. This is Penny Arcade episode 2, but I definitely also did Penny Arcade episode 1.
Yeah.
So I got all the trophies in Penny Arcade episode 1 and 2. Those Penny Arcade games, when I was big into Penny Arcade, I thought they were cool.
Yeah,
and then
Penny
Arcade episode 3 and 4 were taken over by Z-Boyd Games, the people that made Cthulhu Saves Christmas, where they made it that 8-bit style.
Right.
I like their games where the idea is that you always start with a mana bar at 0, and every turn you get 1 mana. So if you prolong a battle, you can use your big magic. But I got all the trophies in that, and that was achievements. Those neither of those are on PlayStation, but I feel like maybe one of the Penny Arcade 1 and 2 are on PS3. They don't have platinums. That would be kind of fun to go back and see if those games are any good. I wonder if they're still even for sale.
I don't know. I have them on PC.
I remember liking those games.
I remember playing, I think I played the first 2 and I was like, yeah, these are fun little games.
In the first one, the biggest trophy was that you had to beat the game without ever letting any of your characters dying. It's a turn-based RPG.
Yeah.
You had to never have a character ever get knocked out. I think it was just saving a lot before every fight.
And then in the save scumming.
Yeah. And then in the second one, it was just like do everything.
Yeah, I feel that.
Get to I'm just seeing if there's any. No, you know what? I think maybe I will look into maybe right before PAX as a fun thing, getting all of the
right before our PAX show. That you know what?
That we're definitely going to get.
Yeah.
That'd be cool. Ghostbusters, the video game. I own the remaster of this and I haven't played it because I don't know why I bought it, because I never got all the achievements in this because there was some Xbox Live shit that was hard. But I beat this game on the hardest difficulty, and that hardest difficulty sucks shit.
I heard that game is good though. Like, didn't they just remaster it?
Do you listen when I talk?
Again, I'm slow processing this week, so
I opened with the phrase, "I own this game on PS4, but I haven't played it yet because."
Okay.
Apparently on the PS4, there's a way to do much like I did with Alice, where you can start the game, just play one checkpoint, and then warp to the end and play that, and it'll think that you beat it. They added that's a thing that I guess you could do in here that I didn't know at the time that I could do with the new one. But this game is fun and the writing is good, but the hardest difficulty sucks shit.
Isn't it voiced by everyone too?
Yeah.
Mostly everyone, right?
Yeah, I think everybody. Next game, I didn't get all the achievements in it, and I did beat the game on normal, but the reason that I didn't get all the trophies was 1, I had to play the game again on hard. 2, I needed to play some online shit and I couldn't find anyone to play with. And 3, you had to get like $1 million, and halfway through I accidentally spent all my money because I forgot what I was doing. You have to like not spend any money that whole game to get $1 million. And there was there's achievement for like unlocking. That was the game where you could spend money to unlock new swears.
Wait, what game is it?
50 Cent Blood on the Sand.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
50 Cent Blood on the Sand, which has a platinum, but I can't get it because the online mode of 50 Cent Blood on the Sand was tied to GameSpy. And when they took that down, it killed the ability to play online. I could technically buy this game and play it and get trophies. I just could never get the platinum.
Isn't it restored on Xbox now? Like, correct. You can still play it on there, but
you can play it on Xbox, but you can't play it on PS3.
That sucks. They should just You know what? Just redo that game. Put it out again. It would. Like, that game's a cult classic. It would sell. Yeah. It would absolutely sell.
There's a problem with that. Guess who made it?
Oh, no.
THQ.
Oh.
They're gone. So
who's got the rights to it? Somebody's
I don't know.
Rights.
Next game, which we've talked about before on this podcast, that I have all the trophies for. I have all but one trophy, and it's Sonic's Ultimate Genesis Collection. Can you guess what is the trophy that I was never able to get? Do you remember? I talked about it.
Is this something with like Comic Zone?
No, it's a fucking Mean Bean Machine trophy.
Oh yeah, you don't like Mean Bean Machine.
Fucking sucks.
AKA Puyo Puyo.
I also, a game that I do have the platinum on already that I wasn't able to get all the trophies on this was X-Men Origins Wolverine.
Okay.
And I got everything except for
I remember everyone lost their
reflexes
shit when that game
and
came
upgrades
out.
And beating the game on hard. So on PS3 there were cheats, but if you use them it disabled trophies. And there was a way to glitch that, put in cheats, but not have it disable trophies. And that was the only way to beat the game on hard, because on hard that game is no fucking joke. Yeah. The other thing that I didn't do was just max out the upgrades and combat reflexes, which I could have just grinded for, and I didn't do it. That game rules. That game fucking rules. I cannot talk, like, this is gonna kill a lot of ability to do episodes on games like this, because I don't know if X-Men Origins could warrant an entire episode, but I can't talk highly enough about X-Men Origins Wolverine. The game is so much fucking fun.
I was gonna say we could do it like when they inevitably introduce the X-Men into the MCU, but that just reminded me. Did you watch quick pause? Did you watch
I have not watched Moon Knight yet. I haven't watched it yet. I was going to watch it tonight before I go to bed.
Oh, okay.
Okay. This is the only thing stopping me from giving a shit about Moon Knight. Mm-hmm. This is a tiny, stupid little thing, but it makes me mad. This isn't Mark Spector, and this is the third Jewish superhero in the Marvel universe that they've de-Jewified.
That makes sense. That's fair.
They made Quicksilver not Jewish anymore. They made Scarlet Witch not Jewish anymore, and now they made Moon Knight not Jewish anymore. If they really truly introduce the Fantastic Four and Ben Grimm isn't Jewish anymore, then I'm pulling the Disney hates Jews card.
Yeah, I mean, and who don't they hate, right?
We have so few superheroes. Fucking give me this.
Yeah, that's fair. Hey, I mean, representation matters. So yeah, I get it. I feel it.
I will watch it though, because
it was a really good episode.
Oscar Isaac rules, so
he kills it. He's great.
No, don't say anything else.
Okay.
I don't want to know.
Okay.
How about Prince of Persia? That remake one. Where I played that for a little bit and it was okay. There's a PS3 version. I would think about it, but you have to get like 1,000 fucking collectibles or something.
Is it Sands of Time, right?
No. Prince of Persia, the one where I think was it Troy Baker?
Oh, okay. I know what you're talking about, but no, I didn't play that one for sure.
Yeah, there's 1,001 light seeds that you have to collect. I was like, I don't want to do that.
Aren't they remaking Sands of Time, or is that still MIA?
That game was supposed to come out January of 2020. Nobody knows what the fuck is going on. I have the Prince of Persia trilogy collection for PS3 that has Sands of Time, Two Princes, and Warrior Within. I should play that sometime. That'd be a good episode.
I still love that they called that fucking second one Two Princes. What a good name.
If you want to have two princes, then you're the princes.
Then you're the
I love that song.
Okay.
If you want to bury me, better be.
Did you ever play Shadowrun on Xbox?
No, I didn't.
Like Counter-Strike Shadowrun?
No, I just didn't know what the fuck it was. How about Red Faction Guerrilla, which it looks like I played for an hour. Played the tutorial. I did one liberation and moved on. I don't remember much about that. Mirror's Edge. This is my friend Matt Bruce's one of his favorite games of all time. I played Chapter 1. That's it.
Have you not played it outside of that?
Nope.
Oh man.
How about Mortal Kombat versus DC Universe?
I didn't play it. I'm not a big Mortal Kombat fan, to be honest.
I love Mortal Kombat. I just played it for the story mode. I played the story.
That's a weird reason to play Mortal Kombat. Well, Mortal Kombat lore, I get it. Like that game does have lore.
This is the game. This was the first game that started like the story modes with like cutscenes and shit. And then 9, 10, and 11 were Mortal Kombat and Injustice too. Honestly, I look at those games whenever NetherRealm makes a fighting game. I look at it as like a new like single player story mode. And then like there's some fighting game bullshit I gotta do online to get the platinum, but I played Mortal Kombat 11 for the story mode.
That's like fascinating to me.
Why?
Because I just
love the lore of Mortal Kombat. Mortal Kombat has good lore.
I just never think of that as like a reason to play a fighting game.
Injustice has great lore. You're absolutely right, but no, you're stupid. I love Injustice.
I hate the edgy superhero stuff.
No, it's not edgy.
No, it's
a good
edgy.
Story. It's a good multiverse story.
I'm Superman. Anyway, I'm gonna kill everyone.
Now I wish I could go and get all of the trophies for Mortal Kombat versus DC Universe. Unfortunately, online trophies, which have been taken down. If I could ask anything of developers, stop making multiplayer trophies that are based on your game always being up. We have to play fucking Jump Force before that game goes down.
We do.
Next, I played a little bit of Halo Wars, which was the Halo RTS.
Yeah,
looks like I played the first act and thought it was fine, but I moved on.
Yo, I will say the second one is fucking like that is a phenomenal.
I didn't even know there was a second one.
Yeah, it's directly tied into like Infinite and Halo 5. Like it's really weird. Like it's a better story than Halo 5 is, and I would say even Halo 4 for sure. It is. If anyone has a PC that can run it, play that game is the best Halo game since Halo Reach. I'll say it.
You shouldn't play Halo games. What if I told you one of the cool things about Xbox Live Arcade? The original Gauntlet. Not like a remake. I'm talking like the one that was originally in Chuck E. Cheese arcades.
It's still a good game.
Hey, Gauntlet rules. I got all but 3 of the achievements. The only ones I didn't get were finishing the level 20 with another player in Xbox Live, playing Xbox Live with 4 players, and acquiring an Xbox Live co-op score of 100,000. But like everything else, I did. I think that I got 1 online trophy, and the rest it was just like get first place with the warrior, the wizard, the Valkyrie, and the dwarf. Get a bunch of treasure chests. I did finish level 10 with another player. I got to level 100 by myself. So, hey.
Wait.
Bring that back. I love it. What?
Oh, wait. Never mind. Sorry. I was looking at a different thing. Does anyone know if the new Gauntlet is like they kind of redone that?
I heard that game was dog shit. That game was dog shit. Hey, how about speaking of the Cowabunga collection, I got a bunch of the trophies in TMNT 1989 Arcade Edition.
Yo, that game fucking rules. I can't wait for the Cowabunga collection. Fucking sign me the fucking. Do we know? Do we have a release date on that?
No, but if there's online shit, we're getting that shit.
You know what I want to petition for? They better put a fucking free personal pan pizza in that motherfucker.
They already said they're not going to do it.
You know what? I'm gonna fucking make sure they do because I need that. Fucking come on, guys.
Next one is a game that I now own on both PS3 and PS4 and have not gotten around to playing, but that's Batman Arkham Asylum. Okay. I played the shit out of that on 360. I really loved it. I didn't get all the achievements because I played the game on normal, so I didn't get the one for playing it on hard. And then all the other ones are for I never did the challenge maps, but I did 100% of everything you can do in the normal game.
It's a great game. I still think it's the best of that series.
The only reason I don't go back to them is because I'm scared of apparently the challenge modes are annoying.
Kind of rough, yeah.
So, but I should probably go back and do that. It'd be fun. Hey, how about Brutal Legend? I got 40 out of the 50 achievements in that game.
I never played it.
The only ones that I didn't get were all I think the online ones.
I watched a friend play it back in the day, but that was kind of like when I was getting tired of Jack Black and everything.
Fun. It was basically an open world metal Jack Black game, but then with the RTS shit is what I didn't care about.
Oh, okay. I need more RTS stuff.
I love a good open world. All right, now we're getting into. It's time for Ryan to start actually completing games.
Oh,
so
okay.
Here we go. We're completing games. Ready? We completed Peter Jackson's King Kong the movie.
The game.
That one was bullshit. How about getting all of the achievements in the Doritos game Dash of Destruction?
I never knew that was a thing.
Yeah. Oh, there were 2 Doritos games because there was Doritos Crash Course, which was like their Wipeout game, and then Dash of Destruction was like a racing game where you had little cars. Do you remember? We'll talk about it later in here. Do you remember Toyota made the Yaris game?
Yeah, I got achievements.
I miss games like that too. Make more
weird commercials.
Ghostwire Tokyo, a couple weeks ago, they made like a visual novel that was like a prequel, and they didn't put trophies in it. It's like, how easy? Doesn't need a platinum. Just put some fucking trophies in it.
Yeah.
I miss dumb little things like that for trophies. Lego Batman, my very first Lego game.
I played that. Not as good as Star Wars, but it's fine.
That Skywalker thing is coming out. Apparently, it's the longest Lego game of all time. I don't know if I'm ever gonna Apparently it's like 2 or 3 Legos games put together length, but for 1 platinum. I would think about it maybe in the future. Here's a game that I got on PS3 also, Terminator Salvation. That game sucks shit. It's hard for no reason. Where the Wild Things Are. I played that for a little bit and realized it was just fucking boring and
baby game for babies, probably.
Baby game for babies.
Yep.
Speaking of baby game for babies, got a couple new baby game for baby games in. I just bought National Geographic's Challenge and Nat Geo Challenge Wild Animals. They're all trivia games based on National Geographic. Look for those platinums. I like quiz games though, so I'm okay with that. All right, one of my favorite games of all time. Here we go, Darksiders.
Okay,
we're definitely
that's.
I'm telling you this right now. I don't know if it's going to be year weird, but in sometime in the future, we are doing a Darksiders episode, so I'm going to make you play Darksiders.
I think it's in the year. We'll definitely do it this year sometime.
You can't. You will pick it then because you have no jurisdiction over my year of weird. Mine is about not telling you what's coming. That's the whole thing. It's the year of me getting you to play things that you don't know are about to happen. I got a couple games coming up that I cannot wait to spring on you. Bayonetta. I played that one for.
Great fucking game.
I rented that because Penny Arcade was doing a thing that anyone that got the achievement for beating the game on hard, they made a special T-shirt, and they were never going to sell it. And the only way to get it was to do it. I was like, I want a special T-shirt. So I rented that game and played it for about an hour and went, oh, I'm not good enough for this, and returned it.
Yeah, the game. It's a tough game, but it's so fucking good.
Oh, here's one. This is probably the thing that I'm the proudest of on my 360 achievement collection.
Mm-hmm.
I have all 12 achievements from 1 versus 100.
Oh my god!
Do you remember 1 versus 100?
I do remember.
1 versus 100, for those of you who don't know, was a game show on NBC hosted by Bob Saget, rest in peace. And they made a version of it for 360. The only thing was you couldn't just play it anytime you wanted.
Yeah,
you could only play it once a week at 8 p.m. because it was live. And how it would work is that when you started the game, one person would be randomly selected from every plane to be the one, and 100 different people would be selected to be in the 100, and then everyone else played in the audience. And there was a real host, and the winners got Microsoft. What were they called? The money.
The Microsoft points.
Yeah, it was to win Microsoft points, and so why
haven't they done something like that again?
I don't know. What was nice is they made all of because it was so hard to get into that 1 versus 100. All of the achievements could be gotten in the audience, not in the 1 or the 100.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like anyone could get them as long as you played them, right? Which is nice. I made it into the 1 versus 100 once, and I actually made it until the guy almost lost, but then he cashed out, so I didn't get anything. And then they also used to do a thing where, because it was a live show, you could call in, and if you could call in and answer a trivia question, you won real prizes. And right before PAX once, they had one that had the Penny Arcade guys on, and I'm the one that called in and got to answer the question, and I answered it correctly because it was a question about Seattle, and I was supposed to win a chat pad and a year of. They didn't own Spotify. What was their music system?
Like
whatever it was,
FM or something.
Yeah, something like that. I was supposed to get a year, and they got my information, and those fuckers never sent me my prize.
No, those fucks.
So another reason why Microsoft sucks. But I did get all 12 achievements because it was at 200. They're all discounted now. The biggest one was answering 500 total questions and getting, I think there was one for answering like 12 consecutive answers in a row. So I'm very good at trivia. I love trivia. So I'm proud of that one. Game Room, I have 7 achievements in that. Game Room was a way for them to sell you old games, which, do you remember Game Room? Do you know what I'm talking about?
No. Oh, that was just like a game arcade thing, right?
It was like a game arcade, and what they did is like you can buy games for like $2.
Yeah, and they would like load into it.
But the thing is, they did or you can spend 25 cents per play if you want to just play a game.
Right.
So you could spend like 25 of those Microsoft points, like a quarter, to play a game of Burger Time. Again. But when you done, it's like you're done. It's like how fucking like disgusting is that?
It is, but like at the same time, it's such a unique is like a hard word to throw out, but it is. It's like kind of like a unique experience. It's of its time. Like, but it's like it kind of sucks to see all these different things that have kind of fallen to the wayside in the favor of like the way we just have online games now today. They're just kind of like, it's just like, oh yeah, we went with the bare minimum and that's what we're happy with. And it's like, damn, like we could have had such cooler experiences if we would have just kept doing shit like that, or like the 1 versus 100 thing. Like that stuff is so cool. Like why is no one doing that? Why is no one doing that right now?
I definitely think things are missing from this, because the next game on this list is Bioshock 2, but I definitely got Bioshock 1. Maybe I played Bioshock 1 again later and it bumped it up in the list, but I don't know. Next one was Bioshock 2. I got everything in that except for there were multiplayer achievements, which I have the platinum in Bioshock 2 on the PS4 because they took out all of the online shit. But
smart of them,
I take it back. I also don't have the achievement for beating the game on the hardest difficulty on 360, but I did beat the hardest difficulty on PS4 . So
that's
I tried the online of Bioshock 2 once. It wasn't that good. So I have an achievement for scoring a kill in a non-private match, completing a non-private match, and becoming the big daddy in the non-private match. But it was just like, I don't remember it being that fun.
Yeah, none of those, like, the first-person shooters that were clearly a like narrative-driven game. Like, I had never understood multiplayer for those, so I never really got into them.
The next game is another Microsoft arcade game that I do not remember, called The Misadventures of PB Winterbottom.
What the fuck?
I don't know. There's something about pies. Something about stealing pies. I think you stole pies.
Hey, if you're into this game, I
got an achievement called Hot Pie Bottom. I'm a hot pie bottom because I stole 10 pies. All of the achievements end with bottom. You got hot pie bottom, hungry bottom, evil bottom,
no
ticking bottom, burnt bottom, soggy. Oh, dude, I got a soggy bottom.
Oh no.
I got a stuffed bottom.
Ooh,
smack bottom.
Oh, I like bottom, that one.
Conservative bottom.
I don't like
Swift
that.
Bottom and Greedy Bottom. I I don't remember what this game is. It was a puzzle game, apparently,
for bottoms.
And it had something to do with stealing pies. I've got all of the achievements in Madden NFL 2006.
Ooh.
Because I remember those being really simple. Because I think the longest one was completing 30 years of franchise mode, but you could simulate it.
Yeah.
It was scored a touch. It was all offline trophies. It was like score a touchdown, pass for 350 yards, get a first down, complete a game, rush for 200 yards, win a game, and then win the Super Bowl with one of your franchise teams. Which, if you simulated 30 years, you're probably going to win the Super Bowl.
Right. Hopefully. I mean, unless you're like fucking Cleveland.
Here's a game that I wish was on PS4. Carcassonne.
Yo, excellent.
I love
Carcassonne.
I got 7 out of the 12 achievements. It looks like most of the ones that I didn't get were all online ones.
Mm-hmm.
And then there was one for getting 5,000 total points over all your games. But I used to play Carcassonne against the computer. I liked Carcassonne. That was fun.
Yeah. If you're somebody who wants to get into board games, that's a good one to start with.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
I got 10 out of the 12 achievements in Monkey Island Special Edition, where they remastered Monkey Island.
Nice.
I played it once. Classic. And it was fun. The only ones I didn't get were beating the game in under 3 hours and getting the other ending, which I probably could have, but I just wanted to play Monkey Island because I had never played Monkey Island. I was like, well, now I've played Monkey Island. How about Magic the Gathering Duels of the Planewalkers?
Yeah, see, I remember buying this game because I wanted the promo. Did you know that like you could print out your receipt and take it into a game store and like get the
I want to ask you a question.
Mm-hmm.
I don't remember if this is a remake of the game I bought. When I was a kid, I had a computer game.
Okay.
It was a Magic the Gathering card game, but it was like Diablo.
Yeah.
Except when you win against enemies, you had to play Magic. Is that this game?
No, but I know what you're talking. I don't remember what it's like exactly called, but it's like it's an old DOS game.
Yeah.
But yeah. I wish they would remake something like that.
I played the shit out of that game.
Yo, I just want. I guess I'm giving somebody this idea. Make a fucking RPG that's like Pokemon the trading card game, but make a new one and make it good and like an actual trading card game. Please, somebody do that. Even if you're gonna be happy
from a game I picked for the year weird in a month or two. Maybe not. We'll get to it. This game has something that I never liked, which was achievements that are worth 0 points.
Oh, yeah.
Because what's the fucking point?
Yeah.
And also, that achievement that was worth 0 points is what I call a viral achievement. You know what I'm talking about when I say that?
No. What do you mean?
This was defeat someone who has this achievement.
Okay, I get you. Yeah.
Rockstar did that. It's like beat someone who works for the company or has. Yeah.
So gotcha.
That's why they don't do those anymore, thankfully. But that used to be a thing, and I always hated those.
I don't even think the Pokevirus is a thing in the video games anymore. Thinking about it,
the Pokerust.
Yeah.
I think Pokerust is still a thing. Here we go. Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2. I did beat this game all the way on Veteran by myself.
Yeah, it's a good game.
Also, this game didn't have any online achievements, which is good. The only things I never did was the special ops, and I just never did special ops. But is this the game? Is this game or the second? Which one was the game with the Mile High Club? Was that 1 or 2? That was 1, wasn't it?
That was 2, I believe.
No, I think it was 1 because I never, unless I did it.
It might have been number 1.
Yeah. I don't think I did it.
That was the one where you're like in the airplane as it's going down. And
yeah,
like,
you have on the hardest
good
difficulty,
fucking level,
and you have a minute. Here we go. Left 4 Dead and Left 4 Dead 2. I played the shit out of these games with my friend Dave online.
Mm-hmm.
I never got all of the trophies, but got very close. 36 out of 50 on Left 4 Dead and 39 out of 50 on Left 4 Dead 2.
I was too pissed off that they fucking released Left 4 Dead 2 a year later that I didn't play it on. It took me forever to play that game, actually, just because I was like, man, I paid fucking for a fucking game and they put out a better one.
Left 4 Dead 2 is when they started doing where if you got achievements, you got things for your 360 avatar. And I remember there's a trophy, achievement for, you should have a counter of how many times I say trophy instead of achievement. There was an achievement for getting a gnome through like one of the hardest levels. And if you did, you unlocked a little gnome that you could have next to your character. And me and my friend Dave did that because we wanted the gnomes. Another great game that we could definitely do an episode on, Dante's Inferno. I've already gotten that on PS3. That was the EA made God of War ripoff where you're going through hell and the final boss is the devil with a giant massive dick.
I played the the E3 demo of that because they went to Gen Con that year before the game came out. And I was like, why is a video game here? This is weird. Okay, whatever. But I checked it out. It was okay. I didn't play
the next game on this list is interesting because I got so when I bought it, I got all of the achievements and they added
more
DLC trophies later, and then they took the entire game off. So you can't even buy this game or play it anymore. And that is Hasbro Family Game Night. Now, I have the Platinums in Hasbro Family Game Night 3 and 4. Hasbro Family Game Night 1 was only on the PS3. It has trophies, but it's been discontinued and it was digital only, so you can't get it anymore.
Right.
But this was I got all the trophies for Scrabble, Yahtzee, Battleship, Boggle, Connect 4, and Sorry Sliders. And then they put up some game called Pick Eureka, and then there was a Jenga and a Connect 4x4 that by that time my account had probably already been stolen. But I liked those Hasbro Family Game Night because it was just let me just get a bunch of mousetrap trophies. That's funny to me. It wasn't a good game, but it was a fun time. Next game, guarantee no one's heard of this game other than me, and I barely remember it. Have you ever heard of a game called Death Spank?
Oh my gosh, I remember. It's one of those very vague things. Yes, I've heard of it, but I have no recollection of what it is about.
It was like a funny Diablo clone.
Okay,
where you're a guy named Death Spank and you have to collect thongs. I don't know. It was real dumb.
Yeah.
I just for some reason decided there's a sequel called Death Spank Thongs of Virtue, which I think will come up later. What's next? Oh, here we go. A game which I think this is on PS3 but doesn't have a platinum, but it's very hard and I would never try for it anyway.
Mm-hmm.
Let me see. It is Deadliest Warrior, the game. Do you remember the show on TV, Deadliest Warrior?
They made a fighting game.
There's a fighting game, and the whole idea was that their whole thing was if you can hit somebody in the head, they die instantly.
Yeah.
I beat the best trophy achievement was defeating the arcade mode on the hardest difficulty as the ninja, the Viking, and the knight, who I think it's because they all lost their episodes. So it's called Who's Deadliest Now. I think the whole thing was that the fucking Spartan was decided to be the best out of all those. The only ones that I didn't get were decapitating 100 enemies, kill 300 Spartans as the primary player, and win 10 online tournaments. So I played the shit out of the game with my friend Dave. It was bad but fun. Also, it was just fun. Once again, getting trophies or achievements based on a television show is funny to me. Yeah. I want... this game exists, but it's got online. I wonder if you can even play online anymore.
Why isn't there Phoenix Wright? There we go. Why isn't there a Phoenix Wright Maori game?
I don't know. I still need to play that other Phoenix Wright game. Apparently the servers for Deadliest Warrior are still up.
Oh my god.
Here's a great game that almost got me on a Rooster Teeth reality show. I got most of the achievements in Splosion Man.
Oh, Okay.
You remember Explosion Man made by
Yeah.
Twisted Pixel, who made all those weird games? When I went to Rooster Teeth, they had some reality show where there was like fans playing in a tournament or whatever.
Mhm.
And they had a thing that's like who could ever score would move on to a thing. And I got the best score on a level in Explosion Man. So I went to a thing the next day where I was supposed to play Need for Speed, and I suck at those games. So I immediately lost and got last place. What was funny was the next thing they did is they took everyone that got in the top 8. I was like number 11 out of 16. And then they had an interview with them, and then the 4 funniest made it on. Those people were devoid of fucking any, like, they were stereotypical nerds. They're just like, oh, I think it'd be cool to meet Jeff. And I was like, put me on that fucking show. I don't give a shit about Rooster Teeth, but I do give a shit about being famous and wanting to be people to know who I am. So I would have hammed it the fuck up. Whatever. Explosion Man is a fun game. Twisted Pixel made a bunch of weird shit. All right, here's a good one. NBA Live 2007. The only reason I got all of the achievements in this game was there was an achievement that no longer you can get, and we had to, the original Xbox 360 achievements.com, which was like the site back in the day, had to like get everyone to do a thing because there was a achievement for being online at the same time as 1,000 other people.
Oh.
And so right before they were going to take the servers down, that website on the message board is like, we're going to have a specific time, everybody. This is the only time we'll ever get this one.
That's
and
tight.
So it was a big thing for months, and everybody logged in on that one time and got it. And I was like, hell yeah, dude. So
That's
played
cool.
that.
I like little community-driven things like that.
Yeah, it was good. There was only 15 achievements in the whole game. Like, it was just like perform a level 3 move, finish a multiplayer online co-op game. This 1,000 lines. The biggest one was finish a game with 4 users on the same machine. So I had to buy 3 other controllers. Whatever. That game sucks. Here's what I'm very proud of. And I think this is on PS3, but I think it's got online, which doesn't work anymore. Mm-hmm. Let me take a look. No, it's not even on PS3. It's not at all. That is Monopoly.
The game. Oh.
So it came out before it must have come out before there were trophies.
There's got to be like new Monopoly games. There
are 2 games with Monopoly platinums. One is called Monopoly Streets on PS3, and the other one is called Monopoly Madness on PS4. Mm-hmm. But I think it looks like there's online stuff, and one of them is you have to have 6 people. So, speaking of, I finally got the platinum. We'll talk about it in the platinum report next week. I found a trick. I was able to finish the PS4 platinum for Among Us, and then I was able to use that for the PS5 to unlock like the 500 tasks and the 150. But now all of those like one-off trophies, like beat a game as a imposter while only doing voting. Those I have to redo. So we're gonna have to put together another Among Us night so I can get the PS5 Among Us Platinum. Anyway, Monopoly, I don't even remember what I do. I think it was just play Monopoly a bunch by myself. I think it was literally just me playing Monopoly by myself with a bunch of controllers. You know what? I think I know exactly what happened here. When did I get this? Yeah, 2010 in July 24th. Okay, so this would have been when I lived in Portland, going to school, and this would have been a break between semesters probably. So this is probably me taking a day or two as a breather in between semesters. Like, I had a lot of friends up there that would go stuff, but I always tell them it's like in between semesters, I'm going to take a day or two to just like lock myself in and just like decompress from finals. And so this was probably me in a room by myself watching VHS tapes on one monitor, like one TV, while on the other TV it's me playing Monopoly with 4 controllers by myself. No shame in that, by the way.
Love it.
How about Boom Boom Rocket?
Boom Rocket fucking ruled.
I got 2 achievements in that, and I didn't even beat a level. I think I just played it for a second and went, this sucks. Okay, here's one that I've already gotten the PS3 platinum in. Saw, based on the movie Saw. Saw and Saw 2, now apparently incredibly rare and expensive games.
Wow.
I got Saw on 360 I rented. I didn't own it. I rented it because of Blockbuster's Pass, because that would have been when Blockbuster was still up. But Saw and Saw 2 on the PS3 a couple years ago as a joke, because it was just like, hey, it's Saw. I bought those and I thought, I was like, wow, that's weird. These are PS3 games, but they're worth $20. Okay, because most PS3 games at the time were like 10 to 15, but I was like, that's fine. Now those games go for like, I think close to $80 to $100.
Damn, that's all right. Kind of surprising.
Here's a game that I'm gonna embarrass myself with. I'm not proud of what I did for this game. You're in the Movies, which was an Xbox
Kinect game.
Was an Xbox. No, this was before the Kinect. This was an Xbox Xbox camera game, and they were all
oh my god, the Xbox camera,
and like you hit the paddle with your hands. So please just let me finish before you say anything. I'm going to say some embarrassing things about myself. This game I played in August of 2010 by myself in my apartment when there was a heat wave. So this is a lot of me either in my underwear or completely naked because it was very hot. Playing this game in front of a camera to like get the ball to go in the hoop or something, and there just being a bunch of pictures. It's like, here's a picture of you playing. It's just a bunch of pictures of my naked butt, and I'm just like,
dude, at fucking Bill Gates' house, he's got a fucking hard drive of just continuous video feed of you naked, sweating your ass off in a heat wave playing.
Absolutely
this game.
not. But I got all the achievements, and then it didn't matter because my account was stolen. Next was Prince of Persia: The Forgotten Sands, which that is the movie that they made right when so it doesn't have Jake Gyllenhaal in it. It came out. This is sort of like a Ratchet and Clank 2016 situation where they had a movie coming out and it's like, shit, make a video game really quick. So The Forgotten Sands is like, it's about the Sands of Time, but not really. And it's kind of simple and not too hard. I got that game on the PS3. It's not great, but it's a fun little like 2-hour game. How about the original Assassin's Creed? I started in 2007 and finally finished in 2010 because it was just about getting all 1,000 of those fucking flags. I think I finally just sat down and did it. The next game is Pirates of the Caribbean at World's End.
Oh, I did play that. I got 25 points in it.
I do not remember this game at all, and I have all but 2 trophies, achievements. I didn't open the Jackanism chest on Eyeless Crusades, and I didn't collect 100 souls for my enemies using the power of the Jackanism sword.
What the fuck is a Jackanism?
I don't know. I don't remember this game at all.
If you at home know what a Jackanism is, please write a detailed summary for us in the email.
I'll show you a Jackanism. How about Fusion Frenzy 2? I got 10 out of the 14 achievements in that.
I never played the second one, but I love the first one.
That was 100% me playing that by myself because the 4 achievements I don't have are all online based.
Of course.
I never won a victory at online, won an online tournament, won 10 online battle minigame friendlies, or won an online custom game. So I'm pretty sure that was me just playing a lot of, once again, Fusion Frenzy 2 by myself in an apartment in Portland with
naked
2 controllers.
In a heat wave.
All right, now here's a game that you talked about before, Call of Juarez. I fucking loved Call of Juarez.
Yeah, Call of Juarez is pretty good.
Call of Juarez 1 was fucking great. The only reason I don't have all of the achievements is because there was online shit.
I feel like there's a
I have all of the
Western
I have
games.
all of I mean Red Dead.
Yeah, but like that's the one, right?
Yeah.
Like where are the rest of them?
There used to be a lot more. Call of Juarez I really like. The idea of Call of Juarez, the first one is that you were one of 2 characters. One, you were a dude trying to like steal gold, and the other one was you're an old preacher who like had to go out. You were a gunslinger who decided to become a preacher because you killed too many people, but you need to come out of retirement to kill the other player character. So it's like your both player characters were trying to kill each other. I remember liking that game a lot. I got all of the achievements that were story based. I just didn't do any of the online mode because I didn't think it was fun. The Orange Box.
Yo, classic.
99 separate trophies. I got 92 of them.
Are you missing like Team Fortress stuff?
Let's see. What am I missing? I'm missing. Okay, I know exactly what I'm missing. I'm missing 2 of the trophies of episode 2 because the game glitched on me when I was on the final level. You had to save all the buildings outside the missile silo from destruction, and then the other one was just beating the game. And for some reason, when I was trying to save the buildings, the game glitched and fucking something happened to my save and just deleted it. And I was like, oh, I'm not playing this again.
Yeah.
The other one was to earn bronze, silver, and gold medals on all the portal challenges.
Oh, okay.
And then it was 2 trophies from Team Fortress. One was play the game with 7 or more players on my friends list and accumulate 1,000 total kills. But I got all the other ones because I fucking loved Team Fortress 2.
Yo, Team Fortress 2 is one of my favorite games of all time. It sucks shit now because it's all fucking robots that ruin the game.
No, 92 out of 99 though. That's a lot. Here's Condemned Criminal Origins. I must have come back to it. Yeah, I started in 2006, but I didn't finish it until 2010. Condemned Criminal Origins. Weird for a couple reasons. Number one, it only had 970 overall gamer score because that was before they instituted the hard 1,000 rule. So I forget who makes it. I think it was Sega. It was just like, no, we only have 970.
They should have really rounded that fucker out.
I liked Condemned. The idea was that you were a cop following a serial killer. And did you ever play this game?
No, it wasn't like on my radar.
It was a first person, mostly melee based detective game where you were
I feel like
trying to hunt down a serial killer, and you were a cop, and most of the enemies were like, and it was either, I don't remember, it was like homeless people that the bad guy had got to on his side, or they were like hallucinations because he was like poisoning you, and most of the collectibles were like dead birds and shit. It was like you had to do detective work. I just remember having a good time with it. There's a second one called Contempt 2 Bloodshot, which I think is on PS3, and all I know about that game is at one point you have to fist fight a bear.
Oh, that rules. It's like the Revenant, right?
Is it like the Revenant?
I don't know. Dude, Leo, fuck the bear.
No, to get there is no Oscar. Okay, there's a Condemned 2, but it's not on, apparently it's not on PS3 because I typed in Condemned and I didn't get anything. So, okay, whatever. How about Raw versus SmackDown 2007? Why didn't I get all of these achievements? Online shit again. Okay. I just wanted to play apparently I wanted to play some wrestling. So good for me. There's one wrestling game on here I know that I completed that I can't anymore, and maybe that'll come up soon. Here's Penny Arcade episode 1. Here's Bioshock. I didn't get all of the achievements in Bioshock because they added some later to like make the game even fucking harder. Yeah. Oh, no. When I first played the game, I fucked up and I killed Sander Cohen before. If you during the Sander Cohen thing, if you kill him at the end, you can't go to his apartment and get the last upgrade to the weapon. Also, I played this game when I first played the game in 2006. I didn't, or 2000 when this game came out, 2007. I didn't give a shit really that much about achievements, so I killed every little sister, and there's a trophy for saving every little sister. So don't worry, I do have the platinum on PS4, and I can still go back and get the platinum on PS3 too. So Bioshock rules. Here's Mass Effect, original Mass Effect. I only got 4 trophies. What were the 4 trophies I got? Achievements: became a Spectre, found all primary alien council races codex, landed on an Uncharted world, and completed Eden Prime. So I played the game for probably like a couple hours.
Yeah.
That game, I eventually turned around and liked it more. How about Halo 3?
Yo, fucking fantastic game.
Yeah, I got 29 of the achievements in that game. Beat the game for sure. I know that. And I did get some online shit. I got my sergeant ranking to be recognized as a true Spartan. Got 5 grenade sticks in one game. I finished the game on Legendary, or finished the final mission on Legendary, but finished the campaign on normal. No. I just played the game on normal. Okay. I found a bunch of the skulls. What didn't I do? I didn't beat the game on Heroic or Legendary, and I didn't play more online. And then the rest is all online shit. And then they remember they had that meta game of the score mode. I never did any of those. Okay. Halo 3 was good. I liked Halo 3.
Yeah. I still think Halo 2 is better in almost every way, but like classic Halo 3 days for sure.
Yeah. What's next here? Prototype. You remember Prototype?
Yeah, that game I didn't really
that's the game that came out at the same time as Infamous.
Yeah.
And everyone said they were the same game. And this is when I was just like, I don't really play PlayStation, so Prototype must be better. It's not.
No.
You were like a man with an alien virus and you had to like eat people's brains to like keep it going. I don't know. I played that game for a little bit and then got fucking bored with it. I remember buying that game at a Game Crazy in Portland, and the guy being like, "Yeah, dude, this game's gonna Prototype's the next fucking sickest game of all time. And if you cut up your GameStop card, we'll give you 10% off on it." And I went, "I'm good." And then I never went back to that Game Crazy. Next game is a game that I could definitely get on PS3. I just need to find a copy of, and that is another video game based on a movie, and it's Wanted: Weapons of Fate.
What a game!
I remember that game you had to beat that game on like the hardest difficulty, and it was not hard. I mean, it was not easy. It was fucking hard.
Again, they just don't make movie tie-in games. Like,
well, they do. I just bought the Hotel Transylvania video game.
I gotta make a couple, but
because
nothing like that anymore.
I have the Race with Ryan Platinum. Well, they just made the Ryan's Adventures game, so I'm gonna get. I got those coming. Thank you, Outright Games. We're getting close to the end here. How about Grand Theft Auto 4?
Classic.
Played that for a little bit. I never beat that game, but I had fun for a while.
Yeah, it's a good game. Like I love the GTA games.
Oh, how about Fallout 3? How far did I get before? I don't know why, but for some reason I fell off Fallout 3, and then I didn't get back into it until
you know what's funny is we fell off of our Fallout 3 episode.
Yeah.
That's the first time we ever sat down and we both said, "Nah, fuck this. We don't want to do Fallout 3."
I love Fallout 3. So when we were going to do that was going to be the year or the beginning of the year when we did the what's it called? The resolution thing.
Yeah.
And I just went me researching that game and talking about it was what kind of solidified in my mind to do the whole year of weird thing, because I was just like, I love this game, but this game's been talked about by 8 trillion people.
Yeah.
I want to start talking about games that nobody knows about. But let's see. I fell off of when the fuck did I follow this game? Oh wow. I think I just did like I only did like the first 2 or 3 actual missions until about Galaxy News Radio, and then just went, fuck it, I'm gonna go fuck around.
Yeah, for me it was the like prologue tutorial thing. Getting out of the vault took too long, and I just didn't care and stopped caring about it.
No, I think here's what happened. The minute that I got there, so the thing I was going to talk big on our Fallout episode is the thing about Fallout 3 over Fallout 4. Why Fallout 3 is a better video game, but Fallout 4 was better for trophies, is because Fallout 3 had trophies based on hitting levels with your karma. There was a good, neutral, or bad karma thing in Fallout 3, and they had trophies for it. So what would happen is, like, you would either have to do 3 full playthroughs, or what I did, which is I would get to level 7.5, save the game because I was playing it good. I would hit level 8 to get my good karma trophy. Then I would reload the save. I'd make it save there so I could continue when I was done. Reload the save at like level 7 and whatever. Go blow up. I saved Megaton specifically to blow it up to get bad karma. I'd get the bad karma. And then for the neutral one, I would just go into Megaton, shoot a couple people to get to negative and then level up. And so I remember just on 360, I was like, this sucks. And so I just stopped playing. But Fallout 3 is an amazing game. You would get a platinum. It's a platinum. It's
bronze.
Enough people have talked about it. Hey, guess what the next game is?
Would it happen to be Alpha Protocol?
It's Alpha Protocol. Are you looking at my list?
Yeah, I just pulled up your list to keep track of where you are.
Alpha Protocol. That game rules. If you would like to know what I think about Alpha Protocol,
listen to our last episode.
Please listen to my last episode. It looks like this one, I started the game in August 1st, and I completed it on September 25th. So there was a little bit of time in the middle. Once again, it's like, once I beat the game, it's like, I'm going to go play something else for a little bit.
Right.
That's a great game. Next one was the prequel to Dead Rising 2 called Dead Rising 2 Case Zero, which it was a downloadable only. I want to say it was either free or just like no money whatsoever. And it was literally just like a level to teach you about what had happened between Dead Rising 1 and 2, which once again, I miss shit like that.
Yeah, that shit's
once
cool.
Again, talking about Ghostwire Tokyo, you put out that prequel visual novel.
Do it like this.
Love it. Just put trophies in it next time. But do shit like that. That was good. So thank you, Dead Rising. I didn't exactly like Dead Rising 2. I thought it was a little too kind of rote, but I loved the K0 thing.
I agree.
The next one was a game that I cannot remember for the life of me, but all I know is made by Twisted Pixel, who made I started playing all their shit because they were really big on making kooky games and things that like they would add real people to. Like they made a game for the Kinect called The Gunslinger that was not very good, but the reason I bought it is because they put out free DLC that Lloyd Kaufman was in. So it was like, well, I got to support this. But they made a game called The Maw. I don't remember what this is. I think it was just something about you were a guy that you were like a little you were like an evil Kirby. You were like eating things to get bigger. The achievement in this I remember that was annoying is there was one called 6 Meals a Day, where in one day you had to play the mod during breakfast, brunch, lunch, dinner, and midnight. So basically you had to play the game. I think you had to play the game between 6 and 7, like 10 and 11, noon and 1, 3 and 4, 6 and 7, and 11 and 12. Like you had to in one day have a save file in that area. And I just remember putting a day aside where it's like, well, I'm not leaving the house, and I set up timers.
Oh my God.
Shit like that is like, yes, that's very annoying, but also I miss funny trophies.
Yeah,
like that.
I mean, it's unique at least.
There's a lot of games that do like play a game, like Saw had a game for like playing the game on Halloween, and it was called It Must Be Saw. Or like You Don't Know Jack had one for playing on the 4th of July. Like there are fun things like that. Next one, Star Wars The Force Unleashed. I got all but 3 achievements in that game, and I think it was just for I didn't play the game on the hardest difficulty. I played the game just on easy just to play it, and then I never did because I think you had to play it 4 times again, and I didn't want to do that. I had the game on PS3. I might go back to that. It's a good Assassin's Creed 2, got everything on that.
The best.
I had to go and get all. Yes, I agree. I would falter between that and Black Flag, but I think you're right. Ezio's the best assassin, and Assassin's Creed 2 is great. Next one, Plants vs. Zombies. I got 11 out of 12. The only one I never got was Surviving 40 Waves, but by the time that I got that on the Vita. So the reason I didn't get this on this is because I think I just didn't give a shit.
Mm-hmm.
And then I've talked about on the Vita how my save kept getting wiped, but whatever. Dead Space. I got 45 out of 48. This is another game on PS3 I'd love to go back and do. And this is, I just never, the only 3 achievements I didn't get were playing the game on the hardest difficulty and playing the game only using the plasma cutter. And then apparently there's a basketball mini game on, you have to get to the highest level. And I just remember that basketball mini game being absolute dog shit. Do you remember that?
I don't remember a lot of Dead Space 1. I remember when I was playing through that game, it was like one of those I was playing through like with a friend and passing off back and forth. Mm-hmm. But yeah, like I wouldn't mind like revisiting. Aren't they doing like a new version, like a reboot?
Yeah.
Maybe also, we should look at it.
There's also the PS3 version that we could definitely talk about.
Yeah.
Keep your October open. Next one was Dead Rising, which I never got all the. It's a fun game, but I never really gelled with it for some reason. And the reason I started playing it again at this time is because it was right before Dead Rising 2 was going to come out. And I did do the zombie genocider where you just drove around
in the fucking car, in the basement
garage. Yeah, killed the 53,594 to get the Mega Blaster. Did not make that game easier. Next is Dead Rising 2. I got one achievement and then I said, fuck this game. And I've never played another Dead Rising since. Next thing, Super Street Fighter 4. That was just, I think I watched Evo and went, I'm going to get bigger into Street Fighter.
That was everyone then.
I bought a stick and I played it a bunch. That
was a hype game when it was coming out.
I played this a lot with my friend Dave. I did do 50 online Xbox Live matches.
Damn.
But there's a trophy for like getting every character to like C level, and I was like, fuck this, I'm not doing this.
Yeah, fuck that. But you played a better fighter after that because you played Tekken 6.
Tekken 6, I do not remember liking Tekken 6 because it had some weird like story mode. I own Tekken 6 on PS3. Maybe I'll go back. I like Tekken 7 a lot. I have the platinum in Tekken 7. Yeah. But I remember Tekken 6 being weird. I only played that for a little bit, but I did do 10 online matches. Next, Scott Pilgrim versus the World. Oh, no, wait. Sorry. Next is Call of Duty Black Ops. I bought that to play online with Frank. And then I tried the online mode or the story mode and went, this sucks. And then
I couldn't get into online Black Ops.
I just stick to online and played that for a couple months and then gave up. Next, Scott Pilgrim versus the World.
Excellent.
Finally now can play that again on PS4. That was a lost game for a while. That game is hard as fuck, but I love it because I love that movie.
Great game. I love the classic beat 'em up style.
That's the first movie where I thought the movie was better. That the movie had a better ending than the book because the comic books came out and the movie came out before the end of the graphic novels. And I remember loving this movie, and then the graphic novel came out, and I remember this ending sucks comparatively.
I remember. I think the graphic novel came out. I think it ended just before the movie came out.
No. It came out after. It came out after.
Because I felt like
100% remember that for sure, and I will bet money on it.
But either way, like I like both of them. I think it's neat. Like it's one of those rare instances of like a story, divulging at one point, like Full Metal Alchemist does it with its first like show, and then Brotherhood being more true to the manga. I like this one. I don't like the ending. I don't like the ending of the book,
comic book. I think it was just kind of like too like passive, whereas the ending of the movie is like him realizing like, oh, maybe I should stop giving a shit what other people think of me and living for myself and what makes me happy. And I feel the comic book was just like, I'm a nerdy loser. Whatever. Let's move on.
Yeah.
Next one, Assassin's Creed Brotherhood, the sequel to Assassin's Creed 2, which is a really good game. But that was the first Assassin's Creed that included multiplayer, and that's why I didn't get all of the achievements because I got some of them, but that multiplayer sucked. Next one, X-Men arcade game.
Great fucking game.
I really like that game. I got a trophy for beating the game in 25 minutes or less.
Oh fuck!
So like I had a good time. What didn't I get? I got the Welcome to Die. Have the White Queen welcome you to die. Great fucking achievement. Let's see. I never got 6 players in a match at one time. I never beat the. Okay, so the 4 I didn't played a 6-player match. Get fooled by Mystique with 5 other players in a 6-player match, which is the same thing. Beat the game on Expert and defeat Magneto in different play sessions with all 6 X-Men characters. So I probably beat the game with a couple and then just never got around to it.
Yeah.
Next is the Yaris game.
Hell yeah.
Toyota made a free game based on their Yaris fucking thing. And I got 4 achievements, and then probably was just like, this sucks, because the game sucked shit. Next was Hextix HD, which was the game that came free on every Xbox 360, which Hextix was a like that was around that was like around the Peggle area.
Yeah,
that game was fucking hard though, because so how it worked is that it was like a color system. It was like the rainbow, like red was the lowest and it went up, and when you would get 3 of one color, that would turn into the next color, and the idea was to try and get them all the way up. And so when you would get all of them all to the top one was called a black pearl, and then there was a trophy for getting 6 black pearls on one map and then having them all surround a piece. And the fucking like either the dedication to playing or just the sheer luck, because if you ran out of moves you were done. That game was fun to play between other games, but that game was hard as shit.
Yeah. I liked that
here we go.
Era of just being able to switch over to your quick, like, I mean, now you can just do it, but like.
Yeah, it was a quick little game. Like,
cool.
I remember playing that game a lot at like 11 o'clock at night before I would go to bed.
Right.
Next game, Doritos Crash Course. Free game by Doritos. Doritos making those free games. Got most of those. I never finished every level on Xbox Live, and I never finished Japan level 4 with a time of 140 or better, and I never finished a gold medal in each level. But other than that, I did everything else because we would play that. Me and Frank and some other friends would play that all the time, just because it was basically a wipeout game. Death Spank, Thongs of Virtue, talked about it already. Oh, DJ Hero, because I found DJ Hero at like someone had it on clearance for like $5, so I played DJ Hero a little bit.
It's a rare game.
That game is rare, and I sold it years ago, so I don't know what the fuck ever happened to it. I played that for a little bit, and then I only got 16 of them. Feeding Frenzy, which was a game where you were a little fish trying to eat bigger fish.
I remember that.
You Don't Know Jack, which I finally did go and get the platinum for eventually, but I got that to play once again with Kevin and Frank and some other people, and that was just You Don't Know Jack. I love You Don't Know Jack. You Don't Know Jack had a bunch of DLC levels, which I would love to go back and get the trophies for, but they got taken off the store. Okay, we're on the last page, so we're almost done.
This is the lightning round.
A lot of these are going to be like small games.
Right.
Pac-Man.
Excellent.
It's just Pac-Man. I have the platinum in Pac-Man. I got all but one achievement in Pac-Man, and that was one for eating 4 ghosts 4 times. You had to play a perfect game, so basically for each dot, you had to eat all 4. And the reason that was hard on the 360s, you had to do it legit. On the PS4 version, they added save state modes. So what I would do is I'd set it up, I'd get all 4 with one, make a save state, and then
do it again.
Yeah. It was not easy, but it was easier.
Save states, yeah.
It was easier, but it was still not easy. How about Uno? I got all but 2.
So good.
The only 2 achievements I didn't get in Uno was winning 40 games of Uno and winning 10 4-player games of Uno. I once watched someone pull a boob out on Uno.
Oh.
Yeah, someone got a boob out because Uno used
Xbox
to have
Live cam?
On the Xbox Live cam, yeah.
Were they also in a heat wave?
No, I think they were just getting a boob out. When the PS4 first came out, when they had the Ustream integration, me and my friend Cody, Last Cody, if anyone knows Last Cody out there from several other things I've done with him, me and him, and I think Josh Grilly was also in on it, we would just go look to see who was streaming, and we saw a guy on a channel called 613 Come Talk Shit, spelled CUM, and it was just a dude with a gun, like, yo, who's talking shit on me? And there was a baby in the room, and at one time he definitely pointed the gun at the baby on accident. And then the other one that scar, this is a scar, you want to talk about a scar for life. We saw a lady sleeping on a couch, and then her boyfriend just came in and just straight up started butt fucking her on camera.
There's a lack of consent there, and like that's the scar, but like I don't know, that could be cool.
She was into it.
Oh, well then hell yeah, that's cool. That's not.
We assumed she was sleeping, but that was just like that. You want to talk the Wild West of? Everyone talks about Uno because of the camera. Like I think Jeff Gerstmann has a very funny story that he's famously told about seeing a dude just do a mountain of cocaine. But the original Ustream on PS4, when everyone had the camera and could do whatever they want. That was the Wild West of streaming. Robotron 2084. That's a good old Robotron. Here's a game for you. Sonic and Knuckles, baby.
Fucking one of the best fucking Sonic. Well, half of one of the best Sonic games.
I only ever beat the game as Knuckles. The only 2 achievements I didn't get was beating the game as Sonic and getting all the Chaos Emeralds.
That's not hard to do in that game, though. You should be able to, go back and
there was something called, here's something that had I got there was only 3 achievements. I got 2 of them, but they were all for 0 points. Do you know what Xbox Live Labs was?
No.
I don't know, but I did it for an hour. There was one for using it for 30 minutes, one for using it for an hour, and one for 6 hours. I did it for an hour. I tried it out, whatever it was, but it was worth 2 trophies worth 0 points. What a waste of fucking time. Battlefield 1943 was a game that I got franked on. If you know what the phrase franked on means, is that when your friends convince you to buy a game, then they play it once and then they never play it again because they're like, no, we're over it. Because Frank does that to me all the time. And Frank franked me on fucking Battlefield 1943. Buy Battlefield 1943. We're all going to play it. Played it one time, never played it again.
I never got into the Battlefield games.
I never got it. Next was Marvel vs. Capcom 3, Fate of Two Worlds. I played the shit out of that game. I have a lot of the trophies in that game, not all of them. Most of the ones that I don't have are based on playing online.
Mm-hmm. I played a lot of it, but like, I don't know. I like
that game a lot,
but I couldn't get into the third one as much.
Yes, I agree. Sneak King, didn't get all the trophies on that, but played a bunch of Sneak King. Something called Harm's Way. I don't know what the fuck this is, but I have a feeling that it was a free game made by a company. That's the only thing I can remember. Justin Carpenter Award. I want to say that this game, it's a Doritos game. Okay, yeah, it's another Doritos game.
Oh, okay.
Alan Wake. I played that for a while. I know exactly why I fell off Alan Wake. I was playing it. That game has a shitload of collectibles, and I was playing the game and I was having fun and I was liking it. And then I missed a collectible and I was like, now you got to start over. And I was like, well,
fuck that.
Bye, Alan Wake. Yeah. I have the Alan Wake remastered on PS5. We'll definitely play it. Geometry Wars. Everybody knows Geometry Wars.
It's fucking great.
Luxor 2. Luxor is that game. Good. Luxor is that game, if you know, where it's all of like the colored balls going in like a circle around you, and you're shooting. It's like if you were playing Bust a Move, but instead of on top, they were all circling you.
Yeah.
Pac-Man Championship Edition. I have all but one of the achievements in that. Pac-Man Championship Edition rules.
Yeah.
The only one I didn't get was scoring 400,000 points on a level. But other than that, that's a great game. What's next?
Tron Evolution.
Tron Evolution. I just picked up a copy of that on PS3. I think that the only thing I never did in that, I beat that game. I definitely found like all the collectibles, but I didn't get to level 50, which you have to either play the game again on hard to get. I didn't get all of the collectibles, and I didn't play the online mode. But there's a PS3 copy, and I want to say that you can still get the online modes. Somehow you just have to find somebody else. So I might be convincing you to buy a copy of Tron Evolution.
I think I might own a copy of that, actually.
Now, I didn't get all that trophies in Pac-Man Championship Edition, but I did get all of the achievements in Pac-Man Championship Edition DX Plus.
Again,
I don't know what the difference. I don't know what the difference here is.
Updated version, but better.
No. Championship Edition DX Plus is that one where they added where it's like a puzzle game where like when you're going around, you get like. That's the one where it's like 14 billion ghosts appear behind you. Whatever. I played
I remember that.
Bulletstorm. Played that for a little bit. Fell off that. Costume Quest, which was a game from Double Fine.
That's a fun game.
Love that game. That's on PS3. Doesn't have a platinum. Would be fun to do around Thanksgiving or Halloween. Haven't thought about that in a while. Red Dead Redemption 1.
Great game.
Played that one a lot. Never finished it because of multiplayer shit. I did kill a Rockstar or someone with this achievement in a public multiplayer. But I think what happened is there was a hidden achievement for playing 20 missions with the same horse, and I didn't realize until too late in the game that was a thing. Okay, here's the one wrestling game that I have all of the achievements for, WWE All-Stars. That was like the arcade cartoony one.
Yeah.
But you can't get all the trophies in it anymore because they took it offline. I have something called Unbound Saga. I don't know what the fuck this is.
It sounds like a wannabe Final Fantasy thing, but it looks like comic-y and weird.
I don't know what this is. An angry soulless top review. An angry soulless brawler that could have just been more if they just put a little more work into it.
I mean, everyone knows Vogster Entertainment.
It has something to do with fucking comic books. I don't know what this is. It's dog shit. I got 3 trophies in it. Borderlands on 360.
The best Borderlands.
I disagree. I never got earn level 50, win an arena match, and complete 15 missions in co-op. But I have it on PS3 if anyone ever wants to go back and do that. Braid, I got all but one. What's the one achievement I didn't get in Braid? Complete a full speed run of the game beating the challenge time. Braid was fun.
Yeah, it's fine. It's fine.
Shadow Complex, that's a great game. I have Shadow Complex remastered on PS4. That was a...
Is that a Metroidvania?
That's a Metroidvania that was based on that was made by Chair, who the people that now are like, I want to say that they're part of,
I think they're
Unreal,
part of Epic, right?
Or Epic, yeah. But that whole thing it was based on like a side story that the Ender's Game guy wrote, and then everyone was mad because that guy, like, does he hate gay people or something? I don't know. It was a fun game. They didn't they just put it in that to get money from his licensing company. It doesn't have anything to do with the game. Game was good. Monday Night Combat, which was a really fun game.
Fucking game. I don't know who has the rights to this fucking game.
Hold on. I want to say really quick, their follow-up Super Monday Night Combat, dog shit.
I didn't mind it as much. It lost a little bit of like what made that one so good.
Monday Night Combat was a really fun, like,
I wish they'd redo this game. I really wish they'd redo this game.
It's just like a Team Fortress, but it was like a Team Fortress, but the idea was that you're on a game show. So it was like mixing Team Fortress 2 and Smash TV together.
Yeah, but it also had like maybe I'm thinking of Super Monday Night at the same time, but like they had like the ads and stuff. It was like Dota.
That is Super Monday Night Combat. When they made it like Dota, that's when I didn't give a shit.
I love both of them. I really wish that this like IP would come back in some way. Like it doesn't have to be like some big fucking Fortnite. Like find your niche and just like have that. I nice like the idea
of like killer game shows. So it was fun.
Yeah,
I do love there's an achievement. So what it would do is that in the middle of it, you'd be killing people and you'd be getting money, and you'd use that money to upgrade abilities in the match, like a MOBA.
Yeah.
And there was a achievement for killing someone as they were upgrading their skills in the menu. So that was a good one to get. I got all but 2 achievements in that. I never got a triple kill, and I never got the MVP in a match.
God, bring that game back.
Castle Crashers.
Great game.
That's a perfect game.
Great game.
I never did 40 arena ranked matches and 20 all-you-can-quaff ranked. There was like online multiplayer for like these little mini games. I never did that, but I got all the collectibles. And I played that game with my friend Dave a lot. How about Castlevania Symphony of the Night? Played the shit out of that. That's Castlevania.
That is a 10 out of 10 game.
Super Meat Boy. I bought the Requiem collection that's coming from limited run that has Symphony of the Night, and I can't wait to play that again. Super Meat Boy. I played that a little bit and then realized that game was beyond me.
It's great. I love that game.
Let's see. Limbo. I played Limbo.
Limbo's fine.
Limbo's fine. I did everything but completing the game in one sitting with 5 or less deaths. Portal 2 did absolutely everything you can do in that except the online mode. I started playing that with some friends and then just fell the fuck off.
Mm-hmm.
And then the shit went down with PSN Network, which is I can't get it on that one. And then the last game that I was in the middle of playing when I got stolen was LA Noire. Let's see what I made it to. I made it to... What was the last? I completed all the cases on the traffic. I only did the first chapter. The traffic.
So you didn't even get to the Black Dahlia stuff?
I would have been
like the best part of the game.
After traffic, don't they put you on? Yeah, does it go traffic to homicide?
Mm-hmm.
Or no, it goes traffic, arson, homicide, vice.
Yeah.
Or is it? Or does it go traffic? Wait, hold on. Right? Now this is bothering. I'm gonna look it up right now.
Because like everything that leads, like once you get done with homicide, then the game falls off.
Oh yeah, it's traffic, homicide, vice, and then it ends with arson. So I was in the middle of the Black Dahlia when I got because traffic is just the whatever. Homicide is the Black Dahlia shit. Then vice is where Cole gets like fucking demoted, and then he gets demoted to arson. I have all of the trophies on the PS4 version of that game, plus the VR version of that game. I could still do the PS3 version of that game, which I do have a copy of. And so the last, so here we go. The last achievement I ever achieved was Asphalt Jungle, chase down and tackle a fleeing subject on foot as an LAPD detective. And that's my last. Wasn't this going to be like a 30-minute episode?
Yeah, that's how it goes for us, doesn't it?
Hey, that was, I mean, it was fun to watch. It was fun though.
Yeah, like I loved kind of just like blasting through it and looking at like all these old games that like both of us have played a lot of the same fucking shit around the same time, which is very interesting to say about that's that era of games. Like, and there's a lot of stuff that like it's fun to think about the nostalgia of it and like all these other like weird concepts and everything that are completely gone by the wayside. Like, if anything, it's pumped me up to like it's got my brain juice going. You know, I'm kind of thinking about some stuff now. So I'm like,
well, I'm not playing any Xbox games, and you can't make me. I want to make sure that you know that. I want to say we're talking about the streak I'm on. The longest streak I ever had as an achievement boy, 15 days. That's it.
Damn. That's it.
Oh shit! I just realized we gotta end this. It's 8:42. I haven't gotten a trophy today.
Oh shit! Say the magic words. April Fools, you fools.
April Fools. We talked about achievements.
Gotcha.
I hope you had a good time just walking down memory lane and enjoying our time.
Yeah.
I didn't really find any games in there that I want to go back and get that had platinums, but I definitely think it'd be fun to do Costume Quest just as for a fun thing around Halloween, and then those 2 Penny Arcade games before PAX this year. But those don't have platinums, but those would just be fun to do. And then I would buy a copy of Viking just to have it. And then there was something else that I was like, but that was good. I thought maybe we would find some games that we could talk about on here, but it seems like most of the games on there have already done. So
don't worry, everyone, we're still doing Stranger of Paradise next week. You're getting 3 episodes in a row. It's gonna be tight.
So that's the little secret is we might start dropping in once every few months these little
we might
episodes.
Do a little bonus episode.
We have some ideas for some like little fun things that so next episode 1 week from today, please come back for Stranger of Paradise.
We're gonna talk about the game of the year, Stranger of Paradise.
Okay,
the best game to come out in 2022.
Jokes aside, you really think that's the best game so far?
Yeah. So
I'm gonna let you guys all in on a secret. I've platinumed that game and Chris hasn't, and I'm telling you right now, it's an okay game. It's the room of video games. Like it's not good, but it's good in its ridiculousness. Mm-hmm. But I'm gonna fight you on anything. When December comes around, I'm telling you right now, that's not even probably going to make it on our top 10.
It absolutely.
I'm going to block you in every way, shape, or form. If it is, it's number 10 because it's not that good. And once again, we're falling into Chris cannot be trusted when the words Final Fantasy are in the title.
No, that's not even true. This game could have been just called Stranger of Paradise, and I think I would have still loved it.
It's not as good as you say. It doesn't matter.
Maybe
because those are trophies. We'll talk about those in a week.
Yeah, we'll talk about.
But I'd like to note, for the last time ever, because I will now never look at this again. I'm closing the menu. Yeah, it's good to know that
this is like getting closure. This is like a therapy. You're ending that. Yeah,
this phase is over, and this is the one thing you might be able to beat me on because you can still play Xbox,
and I still do. So it's like
up that number. But for now, I have more achievements than you.
Hey, thank you so much for listening to our podcast. If you'd like to send us questions, gaming memories, comments, or if you just want to know when the next episode's going to drop, then you can follow us on Twitter at MoreTrophiesPod. That's MoreTrophiesPod. That's More Trophies Pod. Also, you can email us at ihavemoretrophiesthanyou@gmail.com. It's just the name of the show, all one word, at gmail.com. Also, be sure to follow Ryan at Dr._Ryan on Twitter. You can also keep up to date with his Monday night Twitch streams office hours at twitch.tv/Dr._Ryan. That's Dr._RYAN. Dr._Ryan on both Twitch and Twitter. And follow Chris on Twitter at Burezu in Japan. Now, I know what you're thinking. Don't worry, I'm going to spell it out for you right now. That's BUREZUINJAPAN. It's all one word, Burezu in Japan on Twitter. And when they are streaming, you can check them out at twitch.tv/BlazeTK. That's BLAZE, the letter T, the letter K on Twitch. BlazeTK. Thank you again so much, everyone. We'll see you in the next episode.